We're live, and Jasper's here, but you can't see him because cameras and stuff. But you can hear him.
Yes, you can.
Why?
Here I am.
Wait while I try and rearrange the camera. I think I already know what's up.
Oh, I don't think there's a stream active yet, or is there?
Ba-ba-ba. Yes, yes, but now... Look, there you are. I know that
you look weird.
I know that Ro wants me to do this in monitor mode, but well, so sorry about this, guys. Every single time,
tradition.
Every single time, because I have to set it right for the other ones as well. Wait,
But people are seeing.
Wait, now I use studio mode, and I will check the. Jasper, tell them something, and then after.
Well, I'm going to tell them something, but for some reason in my thing there's a video error and there's nothing.
But you are on stream. We can see you.
Yes, yeah. Oh, okay. Then there's something wrong with my stream window, I'm guessing.
And I think that I'm the one who's screwing up this thing, because I forgot to share my screen with you, which will also change the camera settings.
And because I'm not seeing any Planescape Torment. So hello everybody! And now I can watch the stream myself, or at least the game.
Yeah, and now everything was as it should have been. Okay.
Hello guys, sounds strict. Yes, he does. He is.
Right.
These kind of things, he's very strict. He's nearly OCD, but we won't hold that against him.
Alright, this is totally my fault.
The stream.
I had a bit of a hectic day today, and in all my hecticness, I was changing things that I shouldn't have changed. Okay, we're here. It's done.
Yay!
So,
Woo!
Welcome to Voicast Live, and welcome to our show Parallel Projections, where me and Jasper play through the amazing game Planescape Torment. It's Jasper's favorite game in the world, and he's very well versed in all Planescape lore, and I never played it before, except for previous episodes, of course. So it's all a new experience for me. Also, we have amazing voice reading and voice acting throughout the entire thing, which is
that's why I
did
fun. my hushed voice earlier.
So, Jasper, is there anything you would like to say? How are you doing?
I'm fine now, I have to say. I had a very hectic day at work as well, and just brought the kids to their swimming lessons, and I'm going to enjoy some Planescape Torment, and I hope my kids won't come down because my wife is at school for some things. So, that's a thing that could happen, but we'll see how we solve that right then. Looking forward to playing some Planescape Torment. I know where we are. I know that, well, I've spoiled it already, but my favorite character is in that inn.
Yeah. So last time we ended up in the inn.
Smoldering Corpse.
Smoldering Corpse Inn, yeah, that's right. And we started to talk to some people. Actually, we started to talk to one person who was a person that dropped all the lore. Yeah. Literally started telling us all the lore of everything. Yeah. And
did you see how much of our total stream time that one conversation took?
Yeah, it was like an hour. It was like the last hour, I think. Yeah, it was amazing. So we will start there. Do you remember what planes we haven't asked him to explain to us?
I think we did. We have to do the inner planes.
Yeah, right.
All of them.
We did outer, and now we did all the outer, and then the top, middle, and bottom, or whatever, and.
And so there are 18 inner planes, so that will take some time. But I don't know if they he will talk about them all.
We'll see how
interesting.
We have
the outlands either.
I think we talked about the Outlands because I made the comment that might be comparable. When he was talking about it, I was immediately reminded of the cover art to the original Planescape.
Yeah, from the gates.
So we briefly talked about that. I remember. Yeah. All right. Well,
so you love the game.
Before we start the game, we want to talk a bit about our sponsors. We don't have any. We are basically sponsoring ourselves. We're doing everything on our own at the moment. But if you want to help out, that's very easy. The only thing you have to do is go through all our social medias and hit that like, follow, subscribe button and notification bell. It really helps us out. You can follow us on /VoidcastLive on most social media. Most important for us are, of course, our YouTube channel, where you can see all previous episodes of Parallel Projections, but also of Jasper's amazing talk show, Talking Void, and our flagship, our main show, The Precipice of Dreams, which is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign that we are playing with 5 good friends. And that show has been a blast to do. I have so much fun. I mean, every show is fun to do. I'm having a lot of fun with this too.
There is a difference.
Precipice of Dreams is. I really feel like there's something special there. Yeah. The campaign is amazing. Everyone is learning so much and about doing this live and how to convey your role playing and just playing Dungeons and Dragons for a bigger audience. So be sure to check that out. We also have our own Discord. All the information you can see below in the void here on Twitch. We have Instagram and Facebook accounts. So please follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz. With that said, let's go throw it to the Parallel Projections intro.
Main screen.
So
main
here
screen.
We are. The main screen. Na 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 na. The main screen. Man.
It reminds me of my grandmother.
Does it? The Love Boat reminds you of your grandmother.
She was always watching that. And we would be there. Santa Barbara, the Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah, my mom watched The Bold and the Beautiful a lot. Ridge and Brooke and Eric and Sally.
Okay,
Sally
now I'm getting all. What do you say? Vomity.
Yeah. I have this weird memory that remembers all these really stupid facts that are useless. Yeah. Alright, so here we are, back in the game.
There's Ignis burning.
Yeah, there's Ignis burning. That is literally a burning man, and he's been burning for quite some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's continue our great conversation with the guy that nearly disappeared.
Chat only, apply. Alright. I don't see the stream anymore, I only see the chat. So if you can just check Jasper for me every once in a while if we are lagging or if it's getting blocky.
Because I can't.
Oh, wait, then maybe I should just keep it on.
Yeah.
Because last episode we had some problems and I changed some of the settings, so I hope that it's fine now. We should have the best quality possible with my
The best.
current hardware setup, as it were. Alright, so we were talking to this person, Kandrian, and he is a Planewalker.
Yeah.
Not to
He
be
was going to.
not to be confused with a Planeswalker.
Also true.
Although probably I wouldn't be surprised if they throw those together at one point. The way Wizards of the Coast is handling their IPs at the moment. So yeah, let's... Once again, you are struck by the insubstantial nature of this man's existence, and once again, you are riveted as he turns his pale blue eyes on you. Have your travels brought forth what you need?
Not yet. I had some questions for you. Too dark.
Where is all the... How did we unlock all that info?
Let's do the who are you?
Yeah, was that the who are you? Oh yeah, I'm going to use the...
Tell me of the planes.
I'm not going to use the mouse, I'm just going to drop the mouse over here. Use the numerical keys in conversation. I am Kandrian Illborn, traveler, dreamer, tale spinner, and so forth.
You are a traveler. Tell me of the planes. That's better.
I am tired, Seeker. So tired, I'm fresh back from negation. I will answer what I can for you, but I cannot promise that you will find satisfaction in the answers I give. What would you like to know? Would you hear of the outer planes, the prime material, or the inner planes?
Tell me of the inner planes.
He sighs.
There we go. He sighs, yeah. Of course he sighs.
As if this reminded him of his bone-deep weariness. Oh. Think of the inner planes as a globe. On the top pole you have the positive material plane. On the bottom you have the negative material. He pauses. Remind me to tell you of the negative. His eyes turned inward to some private horror. From the interaction between the two springs all of the urge for existence and non-existence, death and life, actuality and nothing. From them spring the basic elemental planes, like fire, water, air, and earth. The para-elemental planes that lie between the four basic elements and the quasi-elemental planes that come from the interaction of the four elements with the positive and the negative.
So that's 2 + 4 + 4 + 8.
Yep. So.
Well, tell me of the negative material plane.
His eyes cloud over. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. I made the mistake of visiting the negative material plane in order to understand my body's urge to decay and the cycle of death and life. I thought myself protected against the ill effects of the plane with my magic, but I was wrong. The bleakness of infinite nothing pressed on my soul, and I was beset by shadows that sought to snuff out my very soul. I lost my way for a time, for an eternity, and nearly lost my existence. I could feel my essence falling away from me, and am even now half gone. Never will I return.
How did you survive?
Updated my journal.
Ah, how did I survive? He smiles tightly. With a piece of nothing that held back the nothing. Nothing can stop nothing, you know, and so I carried nothing in my hand to protect me. Do you plan to journey to the ultimate negation yourself? You have the smell of desperation about you, and so I make you this gift. Hold it in your hand when the shadows press in, and it should protect you and your friends somewhat. Should they remain close to you? Heh. He passes you a small black token that looks as if it has no dimensionality to it at all. Wow.
Thanks. Tell me more of the planes. Well, that's a short remark.
Yeah.
That guy, some immense artifact or something.
Probably
Thanks.
some magical artifact. Yeah, some magical artifact that can protect you in the most dangerous place imaginable.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay,
That's why I'm not a people person.
Yeah, thanks. Now answer my questions.
So tell me of the inner planes again.
Pep. Show more.
Tell me of the rest of the planes. Tell me of the rest of the planes.
You would know more of the planes. Ask and I shall tell as best I can. Would you hear of the outer planes?
So,
oh wow. Okay.
Oh, well, that makes it a short thing.
Yeah, but let's ask some more about the negation then.
Well, first tell me of the prime material, right?
Oh, I thought we already did that. You want to know of the prime? Visit it. The boundless worlds of the plane have an infinite variety, as do the planes, but I cannot encapsulate them as I have here. Suffice it to say, they are the birth of the outer planes, the children of the inner, and they hold limitless potential within their boundaries.
Nicely said. Tell me of the planes.
You would know more of the planes. Ask, and I shall tell as best as I can. Would you hear of the
What did you mean when you mentioned negation before?
His eyes cloud over. I went to the inner planes to discover my true essence. Oh, we already had this one too.
Yeah.
So
we
other
were
questions?
nearing the end then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What are you doing? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So this. What are you doing? I'm fresh back from negation. Oh, yeah, this is the last thing he did, right?
Yeah, that we already know.
So is this a guy who can tell us something about our journal, do you think?
Well, do you remember the last time you asked me that question?
Yeah, that's right.
And I said yes, and you said, I definitely don't think that this person knows, and then turned out
Yeah, I know, Michel.
And I just want to throw it out there. I just want to throw it out there. Just a quick check to see how the stream is doing. Everything seems to be moving all right. Okay.
Is the stream doing well, chat?
Yeah, how's chat doing? How many people are in chat? Are people watching us?
There's a whole family in there. I saw.
Oh, cool.
Mireneus is there.
Thank you all for joining, by the way. I hope chat is doing fine as well. For everyone that has not seen our show before, welcome. Don't expect us to go through this game quickly, because we are not.
We don't. We won't. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Looking for a journal I lost.
Shall we ask about the place first?
Oh, okay. What is this place?
Unless the cosmos has shifted or we have been spun into the mazes, I would say that we're in the Smoldering Corpse Tavern.
What can you tell me of the patrons here?
I mind my own business here, Seeker, for I spend too much time away from not minding it. Speak to the bartender if you would learn more of his customers.
I had some other questions.
Perhaps I have answers for you. Speak, and
I'm looking for a journal I lost.
I've seen no journals lately, but for my own, and that has crumpled away into nothingness. My apologies.
No matter. I have some other questions. Thank you for the mighty artifact you just gave us. Do you know a collector named Farad?
Farad grew up to be a collector? How long ago was this? When I set out last, he was but an officious stripling in one of the upper wards. Heh, time does change some people. No, Seeker, I don't know Farad anymore. I'm willing to bet.
Very well, farewell.
Wow, this...
Okay, so he did know Farad a long time back. That's cool.
And this conversation was way shorter than I expected.
Yeah.
So in total, let me just refresh our memories. We spoke to Drusilla and Ignis, who are basically the owners of this inn, right? If I recall correctly. And Ignis
I don't know if they are the owners.
No? Well, at least...
No, he got attacked here. But it was kind of his lover, I think.
Yeah, something like that, right? So they are together, and he there was something with the elemental plane of fire and a trap or an attack, and now he is a powerful mage, and now he is like this all the time.
Yeah.
I need to remind myself not to move the mouse as much, because I've noticed that it also shows up on your face every once in
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
After the talking void.
Yeah. All right. So, Eb Creeknees is the next in line. Then, let's talk to him.
You see a slightly stooped old man with a full grey beard and lion's mane of grey hair. He wears a couple of shoulder guards as armor, and he keeps a helmet nearby. He smokes a pipe and carries a pouch of tobacco around his waist. He looks pretty strong, but he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well, now aren't you a sight, lad? Never have I seen so many scars blanketed a fella. Like a scar cloak you're wearing. Where you've been? Hang out in a grain thresher? He laughs. Oh, I'm just jesting with you, lad. No offense, man. And I hope no offense taken. I'm Ab. He extends his hand.
Greetings, Eb.
His handshake is firm. Now, I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jesting, lad. Hope no hard feelings. Can I buy you a tankard or two of something to smooth any ruffled feathers?
Why not?
That's the spirit, lad. By the moment. He rises to his feet and he heads to the bar. After a moment, he returns to his seat with a pair of tankards. Here you go, lad. Drink up. He takes a massive swallow from his own tankard, puffs on his pipe and says, What can old Ab do for you on this fine Sigil day?
I had some questions about this place.
Oh well, I got it that just to look at you. I mean, you don't look like you're from around these parts, lad. You look like a little too out of sorts to be a seasoned native. Ab chuckles, then takes another drink. So, what can I help you with, lad? You need to know the lay of the lands. Ab winks.
Who are you?
Ab Creeknees, third measure of the harmonium, now retired and being taught with one's voice, since I don't step as lightly as I might these past 2 or 3 decades. He chuckles. Now, lad, who be you and what trouble might you be in?
Third measure of the harmonium.
Man, I have to do. Well, now I'm committed.
Yep, you are.
Ed puffs up slightly in pride and gets a semi-stern look on his face. Aye, third measure of the harmonium. He relaxes a little. Though I haven't served a tour of duty in many a decade. Pushing a quill wasn't quite up my alley after all the fights and skirmishes I have been in. So I just bide my time keeping tabs on things down here in the hive and helping out a little where I can. And you look like someone who might need a hand. Are you in some kind of trouble, lad? That's some voice acting, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. I feel like it's almost time to answer a question because he keeps asking us questions and we've been replying with more questions of our own. Seems unfair. Yeah. So maybe let's
then option 3 or something.
Yeah, seems like a fun.
Blurt it all out.
Yeah, that seems like a fun one. Oh, sorry, I can read it out loud. A few troubles. I woke up in the mortuary and seem to have forgotten who I am.
Ab blinks then frowns. What was that you said, lad? That you woke up in the mortuary? Ab studies you closely. Oh no, did they mistake you for dead under all them scars, mayhap? Ab chuckles. Can I say I would have been any smarter? He puffs his pipe. Them Dusties, he catches himself. I mean, them dustmen. Dusties being a rude term to refer to them pale-faced fellas, and I don't mean them too much disrespect. They have all the perceptions and friendliness of a gravestone sometimes. Can't say I couldn't see them screwing that up, no.
That's what I've heard. I had some other questions.
Aye, lad, what do you want to know?
Now I want to know about the battles he fought. So I'm of a mind to ask who he is again, so we can just run through the dialogue again until we get that option. Agree?
Yeah, just go there.
Who are you? Measure. What fights?
App rolls his eyes. More than I can remember that. Well, almost more than I can remember. Leastwise, I did an all too long tour in the Blood War, and that infernal macabre war of lies on the terrace. Far too many years in the Black Centuries War. App begins to tick off the wars on his fingers and counts silently to himself. Then there was the Free Plains War, and many others. I even took part in the Harmonium War of Liberation. Oh, towards the end there, I was also in the Sigil City Watch. Some could argue that was the most dangerous of them all. He laughs loudly. The mention of the Blood War feels like a cold dagger slipping into your heart.
Tell me more of the Blood War.
App sighs, oblivious to your reaction. Aye, the Blood War, the most dangerous family feud this side of the primordial soup. A mean-spirited mob of fiends on one side, a batch of warmonger fiends on the other. It's the war that creation sparked, and they've been digging into each other ever since.
Two sets of fiends warring against each other, eh?
Aye, the Tenari, vicious killers who care for none but themselves, and the Batesu war machines, all for law and order under the infernal rules. The whole mess spills out into other planes from time to time, and it's made the multiverse a less pleasant place to live.
I see. I had some other questions.
Aye, lad, what do you want to know?
Tell me of Sigil?
Yeah? App laughs loudly. You don't think small, do you? If you want to know what's outside the city, go talk to the Cardinal over there. He's the traveler of this place, and for the rest of it, well, I can tell you of the lady, the taboos, keys and portals, the way we keep track of time, the way the city's laid out. What was it you wanted to know? Here we go again.
Yeah. So most of these questions we already... we can ask... Yeah. Tell me of Sigil's time.
The way we measure time in Sigil is by the brightness of the sky. See, we haven't got the sun and moon like most worlds. We just got this everlasting hasted brightness and darkness at regular cycles. What most folk call midnight we call anti-peak. What they call noon we call peak. See, it's based on the peak and anti-peak of the brightness. So when someone says something about 5 hours past peak, that's what they mean.
Alright. I had some other questions about Sigil.
Just choose one.
Yeah, you wanna go? Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
Tell me of the lady.
You never know.
No, that's true.
Well, now not many know much about her, lad, and I'm figuring even those that know more than a little don't know too much more. She's a mystery, she is. And even should you run across her, powers forbid, she's silent and deadly. She's not evil, far as I can tell, but she keeps the dark about herself and Sigil's pretty tight. None's been able to penetrate it, and if they have, they've been mazed.
This is the second time we heard that.
But you can go on, so
yeah.
I'm interested in that one.
Go on.
Chances are you won't meet her unless you do something really bad, hurting a lot of people, killing the Dabus, challenging her rule, worshipping her. She hates that. You figure her interfering with her Dabus' work, or Dabus' work, which may as well be the lady's work. If you're lucky, just the mercy killers will come for you, but if she comes, you'll be dead as soon as her shadow falls on you. Well, Mercy Killers and Harmonium, that's two that we've had by now. So the Harmonium are kind of the paladins.
Mm-hmm.
Although, not of the faith, but of the philosophy,
mm-hmm.
so to say. And the Mercy Killers are the ones who say... I have to check this because... yeah, they say knee. Because I get two of them mixed up every now and then.
It's showing a white screen where it shoots. What's going on?
Oh no, those are the Doom cards. So the Mercy Killers bring justice to the deserving. So they're like judge and executioner, you know.
Yes.
What is showing a white screen?
It's not showing me at the moment, but I will fix that once. Let's do this. And go here for a moment. Yeah.
Pause. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my laptop on to see if I can see the stream.
Now your screen is black. What's going on? I'm back. Now you're gone.
I see no trouble on my side.
No, probably something with the Twitch overlay. Oh no, you're back. Yes, we are back again. I'm using my telephone as a webcam, and I think it disconnected somehow, which has never happened before. But it's parallel projections every episode. We have technical difficulties, so I'm not that surprised. So you were looking something up.
Yeah, so the Mercy Killers are like Judge Dredd, so to say. Yeah. Well, the Paladins are... the Harmonium are the Paladins, so... not the Executioner, but the law, so to say.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I had to say.
All right.
But I was confused with the Doomguard, who have this great saying, the universe is decaying and we're just here to help it along. That's
all right. Cool.
I like that one. But the Mercy Killers say if you have done injustice, then we're just going to kill you. Yes. And they determine if you have done an injustice.
Of course they do.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's go back to the game. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just let him keep talking then. Please continue.
Now the lady can do almost anything in Sigil, near as we can figure. Make it bigger or smaller, make new portals, seal of old ones, make sure the blood war doesn't break out of the streets, keep folks from teleporting into the city, keeping the powers out.
Alright, what did you mean when you said mazed? Wow.
Oh, well. Aye, some bloods will be packed off to a place where they can't do no harm. The lady, see, she'll take a bit of Sigil and make a little dimensional pocket out of it, a maze. She places those that have crossed her in there and let them rot. Puffs his pipe. Now, you can't escape getting mazed once the lady sets her gaze on you, then. She'll get you eventually, no matter how hard you can try and dodge her. You'll be walking down an alley, or about to step through a portal, or take a left turn down the street you've gone many times before, and suddenly you're someplace you don't recognize. Now, mazes aren't escape-proof. There's always a way out of each one. A portal the lady places there. You just have to figure out where it is and how to use it.
Okay. I had some other questions about Sigil.
What else do you want to know?
No. Sorry. Wrong button. Tell me of the Dabus.
Aye, those funny floating bloods that speak in symbols? Ab laughs. Quite a piece of work, eh? The Dabus are kind of the lady's janitors and workmen, doing exactly what she wants, making sure Sigil's running up to snuff, patching walls, tearing down old buildings, building new ones, setting up portals, sealing off others, and on and on. They're pretty. Sorry. They're a pretty neutral faring bunch, and you don't want to interfere with one or kill one, or you'll bring the lady's wrath down on you right quick.
I had some other questions about Sigil. Oh, there was more. Well,
No, it was about the lady.
probably. Yeah, but there were show more options button.
Oh, okay. No.
But that was probably the nothing farewell. Okay, well, Sigil's time we already had, right? So, tell me of the city's layout.
Phew, let me wet my tongue.
Yeah, please do.
Let me wet my tongue.
Yeah, please do, because you're making my throat itch and hurt.
He takes a pull from his tankard. The city floats above an infinite tall spire. The spire.
Yeah, well.
It lies on the side like a discarded wagon wheel.
Conveniently
But there's no
named.
spokes that connect it to the spire. It's divided into 6 wards, each of them with its own function. Right now you're in the hive. I think the purpose of the hive is to be a squalor to the rest of the city's grandeur. He laughs.
Grand.
Factions, philosophical clubs, or gangs if you prefer, divide up the running of the cities between them.
Were you in a faction? Oh, well, never mind.
Ed raises his hand as if to stop you and laughs slightly. Oh, now, hold on. I'm no has-been faction member, they say, and they're right. That once you're on one of the harmonium, you're harmonium for life. We're the blood that try and make sure Sigil stays out of trouble. No rocking the spire, no folk getting too over-enthusiastic about hurting each other, keeping the city down to a low roar. You try and keep the peace, lad, and most times you do a decent job.
I had some other questions about Sigil. City layout. Were you in a faction?
No.
Oh,
Then
no,
you
no,
have
I
to
did.
go on.
I did it again. Okay. Tell me about
Oops,
city's
he did it
layout.
again.
Go on.
He played with Sigil.
Yeah.
The city is called the Crossroads of the Plains and the City of Doors and the Cage. It's got portals to all creation, they say, and all manner of beasties come through here to trade, call kip, or hop from one place to another. Now, that's just a quick version. You'll have to experience the place for yourself.
You've mentioned something about portals.
The guild's called the City of Doors for a reason, lad. There's portals everywhere. Portals are, well, like doors that lead across the multiverse. Except they don't look like doors. Instead, they can be any bounded space. Window, door, pothole, picture frame, barrel hoop. The spaces inside scaffolding, a wardrobe, each could be a portal waiting for just the right key to open it and take you someplace in the multiverse. Like a city with windows that have mouths in them or eyes. Now, keys.
Go on. Wow.
Oh, man. Each portal has a key, you need to open it. Now, while portals can be any bounded space, the keys have more variety. They can be anything from a little tune to hum when next to the portal, to dancing a jig, to being in the right mood, to having a piece of the place you want to go to. Man, that's confusing when you scroll.
Yeah, sorry.
In your hand, and on and on. In my youth, I have once convinced a girl that kissing a man beside it could open a portal to Arcadia. Turned out I was right. And many trips to Arcadia did we have. Many portals probably have never been found. There's some you can uncover just by asking people and getting the right key. Finding out the dark of a portal is the toughest part. But I warn you, lad, portal hopping shouldn't be a pastime for a fellow in your way. Nor should you be wandering Sigil after dark neither. You do best to stick to the main ways, an open peak, and watch yourself.
I had some other questions about Sigil.
Oh, we had them, I think.
Tell me of the keys in the portals.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, that's literally all the... okay. I had
some other questions? Now, let's do Farrell then, right?
What other planes can you recommend?
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, Ed puffs on his pipe and stutters you. This is perhaps the best kip you could have wandered into from the start, judging by your tattoos. You might be partial to having designs on your body, in which case there's a tattoo salon a little spy word from here. You want to stay away from the alley of dangerous angles if you can. Ignis torched out that place not long ago, and ever since, a bunch of bad bloods have set up their camp in that stretch of desert. Interesting.
Right. Yeah. Well. Nothing? Or are we going to ask him? But yeah, okay. Do you know somebody named Farad?
Farad? Franz takes the pipe from his mouth. No, lad. What are you wanting with Burglag Farad?
I think he stole something. Right? Yeah. I think he stole some of my belongings.
Oh, no doubt, lad, no doubt. Eb grumbles, chewing on his pipe. You have to chain up everything around that grasping little spider. He should have been one of the fated, the way anything not chained down slips into his parlor. Don't give him a yard, or he'll take a leak, eh?
What do you know about him?
Well, now I don't know everything there is to know about old Ferret, but I know some of the darkest surrounding him. If you're determined to track down that spider and nail him to a wall, then I suppose I could spill some of the charm to you now, so you know that what you're tangling with. He pauses to temp his pipe. Man, what the sentences. Farad dug his nest deep in Rackpicker Square not too long ago, got a bunch of collectors and gangs together and started what one could almost consider a collecting faction, be that as it may be.
Yeah, the dialogue is amazing in this game.
Yeah. It reads like a book, you know?
Yeah.
I keep hoping that it's interesting for our viewers when we do these whole pieces of text, but well, Ed, if you're looking for Farad, which I would say is pretty barmy of you, you're a little off the beaten path. You want to be finding Rackpicker Square. Chad is that Farad set up his kipper somewhere in the square. Even an old fellow like me, who's been around the ring a few times, don't know exactly where. I figured that Farad wants to keep the dark on his location dark. If you're all bound and determined to find Farad, go to Rackpicker Square and try and dig up Farad's location from some of the locals. Try and be careful about it, since there's plenty of this in the square that will make a god harp out of you and as soon as look at you.
Yeah. That's another question. So we already know where he is. He's not on Rackpicker Square, but he's below, if I recall correctly.
Through a portal.
That I didn't remember. I know that it was somewhere below, right?
I think they mentioned the portal.
Okay.
With a piece of junk, or wasn't that him? Did they have a piece of junk?
I don't know. We can read our journals. I think this was it for this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's next?
So, 1.5 person long, and we are more than half an hour into the game. So.
Well, let's be fair. I totally expected us to still be talking to Kendrian.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything, we're winning time. Allez. You see a true muscular...
I like that kind of thinking. That's the way. If you don't buy shoes, you have $30 to spend on something else.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. You see a trim, muscular man dressed in clothing that is comparatively drab and mundane compared to most of the outfits you've seen in this city. He carries himself with an air of supercilious arrogance. He also looks dramatically out of place. What do you want? He asks.
Who are you?
I am Aleh, warrior of renown. Surely you have heard of me.
Proof no? Or do you want to...
Can it truly be that none in this town have heard of me or my exploits? Allah, I shall have to prove myself all over again. And here I thought my fame had spread across the world.
What world are you from?
I come from the city Aliburn on the River Tame. Surely you have heard of its glories and wonders? No matter, no matter. This place is benighted and ignorant when it comes to the splendors of true cities. I am told that my land is what is called a prime by the denizens of this city. Though a prime of what, I don't know.
How did you get here?
I was chasing my old foe, the villainous life-shade, Tyr Tenelel. He pauses, waiting for acknowledgement, and then continues. He conjured his demonic...
No idea!
Yeah, no idea. He conjured his demonic magic and opened himself a doorway and hurled himself through it. Before he could flee me entirely, I threw myself after him and found myself here.
I get it, you're one of the coolest. Oh, that's cool.
He bristles, reddening, and his hands clutches convulsively around the hilt of his sword. Clueless, is it? I take offense to your words, Sirrah, and bid you farewell in the hopes that we should never cross paths again. He turns away from you, still flushed with pride and rage.
I just wanted to ask you some questions.
He sighs heavily and he eyes you with disdain. Then be on with it, scarred one. Ask, and be done.
Okay. Shall we do the sixth one, then?
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I'd like to apologize to you.
He appears entirely shocked, as if the notion of apologies is alien to him. You wish to apologize?
That's what I said.
Then I suppose, as a point of honor, I must accept your apology. Very well. In return, I offer my apology as well. Let us set the matter aside and speak no more of it.
Very well. Could you answer some more questions for me? It's a nice one.
What knowledge do you seek?
Let's do 3. What can you tell me of this place?
I do not know. When I arrived here, I realized I needed a place to regain my bearings. Imagine my shock at discovering that even a simple tavern in this part of the world is populated by the accessories and crazies. I have truly been transported to a madhouse.
Certainly seems that way sometimes. I'd like to ask a few more questions.
What knowledge do you seek? Yeah. Maybe the patrons of the tavern?
Yeah, let's do that one. And
definitely not Farad or the journal. No.
No.
I have met only the elderly Abb Creakneys, who has been instructing me in the ways of the city and the plains. My foe's spell must have catapulted us far across the world, for I know of no plains near our former location.
Oh no, planes, as in planes of existence. They are planes of imagination, of thought and belief. They are not physical prairies or grasslands, but other dimensions.
Man. A look of confusion passes across his face. I understand. What the old man said is starting to make sense. Excuse me, I must think this over. Farewell.
Nice. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
And I wonder if you have...
we knowledged him.
Yeah, but what I sometimes wonder is, you know, the more modern variety of these games has what you can do with an intelligence of 25 listed before the line, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not the case here.
No.
So
we don't know if the options we get is because
of charisma 15, is it intelligence 25, is it, you know?
Yeah. So, we can talk to the innkeeper. We can just continue this round here.
Right. Yeah.
So that's... The bar has seen a lot of use. The scoring of weapons and talents does not mask the grimy build-up of years worth of drink that encrusts the blah blah blah. Okay. Sure.
You see a leather-skinned man with just a hint of ashen color to his face. His teeth seem sharper than normal, and his eyes are filled with the boredom that comes with having seen too much. His voice is nasal and crypt. Oh man. You again? What do you want this time? Did we speak to him?
You again? What do you mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you again. You got a hearing problem or something now? You was in here about 50 years ago. Got all bumped up, smashed up the place, and left a pile of coin that wasn't enough to pay for the damages. So you plucked out your own bleeding eyeball and tells me you'll be back to reclaim it when you got 200 coins together. With 15 years of interest, you got about 500 coins. You got the jink bell, you got the eye. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, but 500 is ridiculous. But I'm hoping, yeah, I think we can lower that price, and we actually have enough money to buy our eye back, which I didn't know we needed an eye. But now that it got offered to us, I want it. I'm a simple man. Somebody offers me an eye, my own eye, and I want it.
If it was somebody else's eye, then well, I might have.
Well, maybe, but my own eye, sure.
Yeah.
500?
Option 1 then?
Yeah, 500. That's ridiculous.
He pauses for a moment, considering. That it is. Tell you what, give me 300 and the eye is yours.
Ah man, we were saving up for some cool tattoo, but
we are going to guard that coin, right? So let's do this one first.
Yeah.
This is way too cool.
yeah, it's a deal. Here's your money.
It's a deal. He produces a darkened wax-toppered white-mouthed bottle from his pocket.
Wait,
you hear the sound of liquid sloshing.
before you continue. So this guy has been carrying around a bottle with my eye
in it
in his pocket
15 years.
for 15 years. Okay, continue.
You hear the sound of liquid sloshing around inside it, along with a heavier, squishier noise. Opening it, the stench of some sort of preservative agent nearly makes you gag. Floating in the viscous muck is an eyeball. You'd better figure out what you want to do with that. Now you've exposed it to the air. You might as well put a pickled egg in the jar for all the good it'll do you. Make up your mind, Cutter. Pickled egg or not?
You know that red button? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tear out your eyeball and place this one in its socket.
Cool. Okay, so what did we get?
1,000 experience points.
Okay, that's cool. With a moment's hesitation, you reach into your socket and pop your eye into the palm of your hand. The part ender helpfully severs the optical nerve and directs your hand to the jar of goo that sits on the bar. You deposit your eye in the preservative. Wrap your fingers around the old one and slide it into your empty socket. The pain of this entire operation is incredible. After a moment, though, you can feel the optic nerve reattaching itself to this new eye, and suddenly you are hit by a flash of memory.
Yeah, absorb it.
Now, how cool? How cool
absorb
is this?
it.
Yeah. Memory flash. A vast expanse of chaotic, ever-changing wasteland stretches before you. A group of humanoid vultures plummeting towards you, cruel weapons ready to strike, and your own shining blade clutching tight in your fist.
Memory flash. Three toughs surround you. In the colors of an enemy you can't quite place. Long daggers glisten in their hands, and the light glints cruelly from their exposed teeth. You glance at your scarred hands and know that soon they'll be covered in blood.
Memory flash. An enormous frog-like creature comes bounding through under chaos stuff, headed for you with a mouth full of teeth. You hurl your javelin through the shifting matter and pin the creature to a sudden stone plinth. You have recalled some of your lost fighting skills. This is so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Did you know that? I mean,
yeah, I did, but this is these kinds of things. That won't be the last thing that happens, and you know this already. But it will go so much further than this.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Looking forward to it. Ask more questions of Barkis.
What went permanently up? Proficiency points increased permanently.
Yeah. Our fighting skills. It said that we regained our some of our fighting skills.
Yeah, but we really got something out of it. For what?
Yeah.
Just a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, proficiency points.
Yeah, you already
so
said
can we?
it.
Yeah, but can we then spend those? Well, we'll see after this.
Yeah. Let's check that after.
Yeah. Hurry up, will ya? I got paying customers.
So, yeah. What can you tell me of the patrons here?
Oh. I don't make it a point to interfere with the lives of the people who give me their hard-earned chink unless they ask me to do. So, over there is Kandrian, Planewalker. He's a good one to talk to about any planewalking questions you might have. He's been pretty much everywhere. Down there is Ebb Creek Knees, an old harmonium basher. Don't hold that against him. And a thought. He's got a good heart in him, and he knows Sigil up and down. Them fiends over there are Ethelgrin and Tegarin. Word of advice? Don't deal with them. They might be low rankers in the fiend hierarchy, but they're still fiends. Then you got Ilquigs over there, not trustworthy, and some mercy killers looking for some poor salt. The Conde Gesserai is a mystery to me. Don't know much about him. He don't talk much. Finally, you interested in earning some free bub?
Yes.
There's a bubber over against the far wall, hanging about in the shadows, who's been trying to work up her courage to slip out without covering her tab. I want you to make sure she don't do that. You do it, you got free bub here for life. Oh, we talked to her as well, right?
Yeah, wasn't she the one that was pretending to be a Dusty?
Yeah.
Right? The same person, perhaps?
Yeah. I think so as well.
Yeah, I'll do it. Answer me some questions first.
Hurry up, will ya? I got paying customers.
Yeah.
That's option 3. Maybe we can sell stuff.
I want something to drink.
Oh, no. Okay, man.
No, I like this. I like this.
Oh, yeah. What do you want? We got your basic beer for a copper, bitters for 2, meat for 4. We got water straight from the elemental plane for 8 coppers. We got Arborean fire wine and fire seeds for 10, cursed hearth wine for 8, and Bouter's own whiskey for 20. Well, I think we have to experience everything.
We're starting with the whiskey.
He places a shot of some streaming substance that looks like boiling urine in front of you. The fumes that waft your way, however, are exquisitely tempting. The taste, though nearly unbearable hot, is as smoky as the sand. The feel of the liquor burning its way to your guts is nearly painful, yet even this pain is sweet. The barkeep's eyes widen. Still standing? Still standing? Most folks can't even make it halfway through a first shot.
I feel fine. I don't even feel anything.
The barkeep considers you carefully, resting his chin on his hand. You know, Cutter, there's some that have a natural immunity to poisons and such. Some folk call butter poison. If that's the case, chances are good you got yourself a handy little defense against poisoners.
That ought to come in handy. Answer a question for me, will you?
Hurry it up, will you? I got paying customers. Can you give me a sec?
Yeah.
I have to suddenly do something. Or you continue this. But I have to be away for a second.
Yeah, I'll just continue this. I'm looking for a journal. A journal? Paper and words? Friend, that sort of thing don't get much stock down here in the hive. Folks here can barely read the sign above the door, much less an entire journal. If you're looking for a journal, you'd better have a system, instead of asking folks willy-nilly. Thanks for the unasked advice. Answer a different question then. Hurry it up, will you? I got paying customers. I'm looking for Farad, the collector. He turns and spits on the floor. Farad? Pah! You may as well just turn your back and let him sink a dagger into it. Though from the looks of you, you already have. If you're dead set on finding Farad, pardon the pun, talk to Eb Creeknees over there. He should know something of value. I'll do that then, right after you answer some more questions for me. Well, I think that's it actually. Forget it, farewell. While Jasper is away, I'll use that time to just walk over to the person that is trying to get away. Which is this person, if I recall correctly. What do you want? Barker says it's time for you to settle your tab. Pay up. She jumps a little and her nervous tension becomes full-fledged anxiety. What are you going to do? Ask you to pay up now. I can't afford it. Can you spot me just 10%? I'll give it to him and he knows I'll pay the rest. How much do you need? I think I need about 100 coins to get started on the debt. Wow. Can you think of another solution? Another way to pay up? She smiles sadly. You could always kill me. I could, but I'd rather find another solution. She looks at you for a moment longer, swaying where she stands, and then says, all right, did you want something else? Yes, some answers. She doesn't know. Okay. Interesting. So we can settle. Let's talk to Morty while Jasper is away.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
What's eating you, Chief? I could use some advice. What do you think we should do next? Well, here's how I see things. Go on. I think you should try and root out this fraud. Wherever he set up Kip, you wouldn't have had those directions tattooed on your back if he didn't have some inkling of what was up with you. One of the locals around here has to know something. Alright. So we already know where he is. Let's check. Find Farad. From what Morty read from the directions tattooed on my back, I need to find someone named Farad. I'm not certain where to start looking. Hopefully asking me some of the locals in this strange place will allow me to track him down. So somebody told me that Farad is actually somewhere below something. We're still online, right? Yes. Find my missing journal. That's not going too well. We have no idea. Besides that, Farad probably has it. Find the source of Farad's bodies for Emmerich. Yeah. I've promised to look into the matter. Help Seftai get her revenge. I ran into a strange woman, Seftai, by the Dustman Memorial. Yeah. Killed 3 starved dogs, and we already did, I think. Find a way to help Ingress. I met a mad woman named Ingress. Yes, we also we resolved this. So we've spoken to what was his name, Kadrian, who promised to help out. Resolve bar tab is open. Yep. Talk to Naraj for Emmerich and do yeah, we've done that. Track down a thief disguised as a dustman. Well, we already did that as well. Find Craddock for Bean the Sender. Craddock. Okay. Was in the marketplace somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, are you back?
I'm back.
All right, cool. So I've spoken with Mochai, our thief, who is pretending to be a dustman. And
Sure, why not?
it basically comes down to we need to pay money. We need to
Okay.
we need to pay her tab if we want to tell Barkis that because she doesn't have the money. So either we pay the tab or nobody pays the tab is basically.
I don't mind paying the tab unless it's a whole lot of money.
It's 100.
Yeah.
It's like half of what we have now. So normally in games I don't ever think that money is a problem because usually you end the game with like take Final Fantasy VII for example, one of my favorite games. I'm always real careful with spending money, and then at the end of the game you have like a bajillion gil and you never spend any of it.
No, so I'm all for spending.
Yes, me too. Because I usually don't and realize that you always end up with a whole bunch of money that you've never used and
Yeah.
So okay. So I just read all this to the audience, so I'm not going to do it
No, that's
again.
okay.
We're talking to the thief about the bar tab again. So I'm
Hello.
asking to pay up. How much do you need? Yeah,
Oh, okay, so yeah.
yeah.
That's the one then. Oh, right?
Yeah, I'll lend you the money here, take it and pay up now. She pockets your drink, glances briefly towards the door, almost as if she's weighing her chances of dashing out. Sighs heavily as she realizes there's no chance and begins to walk glumly toward the bar. My thanks, I suppose. Don't mention it and don't even think about heading for the door until you've paid up. Okay, so that's finished. Should we...
Go to the barkeep, or are we really waiting until she's reached the other side?
Oh yeah, I don't trust her one bit. She's going to run out on us. Yeah, we're
But are these mercy killers?
we're
We still have a
eyeballing.
lot of people left.
Yeah, they are there. But these are nameless. So we got O, we got Dakon, we got Ilquix. Okay.
Mercy killers?
No, but it look. Here's the money.
Devils.
You'd better, I'll send him after you again. Cool.
Did you try the other drinks?
No, we didn't try any other drinks. Back again, what now? You won't be having trouble with Mochai again. Then friend, you have full bar privileges. For free, anything you want, anytime. Alright.
It's been a pretty big tab she's run up.
Yeah. You don't know half of it. You want a drink now?
Let me up. Okay, so we did the
Whiskey.
whiskey.
Yeah.
But there's more options, right? Is
Yeah.
whiskey the last option?
Information.
So let's do the hard wine first.
Hard wine, yes.
Work our
let's-
way down.
Yeah. He passes you a glass of Kirsten's famous heart wine. The bouquet is breathtaking and the wine itself is full-bodied and fruity. The aftertaste leaves nothing to be desired. Made from real razor vine, that is. Wish I knew the secret. The bartender nods at the empty glass. You want another?
I certainly do.
You want a drink? You get a drink. This is what we got for you. Beers, bitters, mead, elemental water, arborean fire wine and fire seeds, cursed heart wine and Batorian whiskey.
Fire wine and fire seeds.
Yeah, we're just going all out now?
Yeah, let's do them all.
Yeah, he passes you a glass of the deepest red wine and a handful of brightly colored seeds. Stick the seeds in your mouth, he advises, and take a swig of the wine. Don't be surprised when the seeds catch fire. They won't do you any harm, it's the taste like no other. He's right. When you pop a seed into your mouth, it mingles with your saliva and bursts into a tiny flame. You quench it with a swallow of fire wine, and the taste is indescribable. Barkus smiles. You want another?
Coming.
Yeah.
Let's do water.
Yeah.
It's water from the elemental plane of water. So.
Yeah. He moves back to a keg on the wall and turns the spigot. The clearest water you have ever seen pours from the nozzle into the glass he holds underneath it. He sets it down in front of you and you take a deep draught. It is the purest thing you have ever tasted, a coldness inherent to the water itself, a feeling of air that passes over your tongue and into your stomach, where its coolness calms even the raging of your passions for a moment. From the heart of the elemental plane of water, Barkus snorts. Any other water you ever drink's going to taste dirty by comparison.
That was great. Give me another drink.
Meat?
I'm just hoping for memories, you know.
Yeah. I understand. Meat?
Yeah.
You quaff the weak drink. The flavor isn't exactly bold, but it's filling, and it's alcoholic. It doesn't seem to do anything else for you. What'll it be, Cutter?
You drink. Bitters.
You quaff the weak drink. The flavor isn't exactly bold, but it's filling and alcoholic. It doesn't seem to do anything else for you. What'll it be, Cutter?
Give me a drink. Beer.
You quaff the weak drink. The flavor is the exactly bold, but it's filling and alcoholic. It doesn't seem like
Give me a drink.
Cutter?
They've got a drink called information, so let's do that one now.
Yeah. Hurry it up,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's just a standard thing. Okay. Forget it. Farewell.
Do we want to do? Oh, okay.
No, you want to ask something?
Yeah, maybe what is this place? Because I'm curious to if we can buy and sell with somebody, you know?
Didn't you see the sign out front? Didn't you see the berg burning over the furnace when you came in? It's the Smoldering Corpse Cutter, best damn Bob house in Sigil. At least, it's the best damn Bob house in this part of the hive, which makes it one of the best in Sigil. Hell, they got fancy places with plants and such in the ladies' ward, and they got fiendish taverns soldered around the rest of the hive, but none of them got a character of the Smoldering Corpse.
Who's the corpse anyway? We switched voices, right?
Yeah, I know, I understand, yeah. Him, Ignis. He used to be a flame wizard, burning down pieces of the hive and got himself scragged by a bunch of other mages. You want to know more about him? Go talk to Drusilla down there by the door.
Okay. So shall we ask the Farod and the journal questions?
I already did. While you were
Okay.
away, because I didn't expect anything to come out of it.
And you were alright?
Yeah, I was right.
Oh,
So let's leave. We did everything. So I went to the journal screen to the find Farad and stuff. Doesn't really. We don't have any more information, basically, in our journal. But I remember.
Does our eye do something?
Sorry.
Our eye, does that do something for
Oh
us?
yes, so that's what I just wanted to say, that it is time to check out the stuff. So we got an eye, we got a bracelet, and a magical dagger.
Don't want to part with that.
Eyes cannot be removed, only switched. Well,
Can't
where
put the
is it?
right key on it?
This is your eye. It looks
Oh,
like
it's
it's
a normal eye.
This is just our normal eye. Scroll of Strength, Rags, Dustman, Iron Pike, Bone Charm, Ancient Earrings, Negative Token, so we should hold on to that one.
So what does it do?
This is a negative token, a flat black disc that appears to have no substance to it at all. Turning it over reveals that it has no third dimension. There is no thickness to this item at all. It gives you some command over creatures of shadow. You can command them to stand still for a few precious seconds. The more powerful the shadow, the less likely it will obey your command. As an added benefit, as long as this token is carried by any of your party members, it acts as a ward against shadows. It will not prevent shadows from attacking your group, but the shadows will find it more difficult to harm you while the token is carried.
Oh.
It is a very nice magical artifact. Yeah, so we already knew this. Okay, let's go to our character sheet. Where is it? Statistics screen. Okay. That's our alignment, charisma. So where are these proficiency points?
Well, I'm pointing at the screen, but that doesn't help you.
No.
I think we might get them at level up, or we increase something automatically or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's. It told us that our fighting skills were better. So
Maybe
here, weapon proficiencies. Fists,
okay. So we got
edge
4
weapon.
unused slots.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So.
But we probably can use them when we level up again or something.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Cool.
Done.
So I actually quickly want to get a drink of some sort. Do you have anything to talk about while I make a quick run for a drink, Jasper?
Probably.
Or if
Think about it. You just go. I think I'll start thinking about what to say.
do you want to go to the big screen for this?
No, just keep it here. It's okay.
I already switched. See you in a sec.
Oh, but switched. Did he switch now or not? I don't know. He switched. Well, then I can't point at anything on the screen. Anyway, so but I can still see the screen, so I can tell you something about what's happening. So my favorite character in the whole game is Dakon, and he's here. I don't even know, because he can be a party member. Don't tell Michel. Yet. And he has the coolest conversations. He's really well done. Actually, most of the characters are very well done. Mort is very well done as well. And some others we will find are very well done also. But I've got a great liking for him, because I like the Gifserij as a race, which is funny because in the new Dungeons and Dragons game, Baldur's Gate 3, the Gifserij I think have a very prominent role. You see them in the introduction video. Not only the lady who's in that introduction video, but they are the ones that ride red dragons and hunt mind flayers. So I'm guessing, well, those are Githyanki mostly. So that's the thing I'm a bit confused about still. But well, Gifserij, Githyanki, maybe they're chasing the Gifserij. I don't know what the adventure will be about, but both the Githyanki and the Gifserij are very interesting. It's where the Githyanki have turned towards their Lich Queen kind of type. I think that's don't exactly remember. So both the Githyanki and the Gifserij were once dominated by the Mind Flayers, and they escaped after millennia, and there were some different opinions on how to leave their past behind, and so there became a feud between those who followed Sarai, I think, and Yankee. I don't know exactly how it's. We probably see it in the game somewhere. But the Gifserij went to Limbo, and they are kind of lords that control the chaos around them with the mind, because Limbo is the plane of chaos, and the more powerful your mind is, the better you can shape your surroundings. And so the Gifserij are, I think that because second edition they had no real monks, and yet they are kind of the archetypical race that would be considered a monk without having the actual class or something. They are really these Zen kind of creatures that just through meditation gain control over the surroundings, at least when they are in Limbo. So I've been talking a lot, Michel.
All right, good.
And well, here's this guy who we will be talking to this session, or otherwise it will be getting a bit strange, because I think we can stay in this in the whole session, but I don't know if we will.
We shall see.
Yeah. But he will have some very interesting conversation options. Although I don't know if he will have them immediately. But
The Gipsarai. The Git Yankee. It was a
Gipsarai in this case.
Yeah, Gipsarai. Interesting. Okay.
I've talked a bit about the new Dungeons and Dragons game, which shows Gipsarai and Gip Yankee as well in the introduction video. So, yeah. What I think of the race.
The Baldur's Gate 3, you mean, by Larian Studios. Yeah, I think one of the player options that's been shown the most right now is a Gipsarai, right? Or Git Yankee.
Yeah, but they are being chased by Gip Yankee because those are the Red Dragon Riders. So that's interesting what's happening there.
Yeah, that
and great enemies of the Mind Flayers.
Everything that I have seen of Baldur's Gate 3 is...
Yeah, I've stopped looking because I am getting so excited that I just want to experience it when it lands.
Yeah, me too. I didn't watch the last gameplay videos anymore, but it just looks so interesting and so well done. So
yeah,
I'm really
and that's for alpha, right, man?
Yeah. So that's
anyway. Let's go talk to some of his patrons.
Let's go back to it. Here we are. Okay. So yes, we got. There's also a door, and so let's talk to Ilquix.
You see a short, rotund man with a perplexed expression on his face. From the lines on his loose skin, it looks like it's not too uncommon. He carries a flagon of ale that looks like it's in the process of being emptied rapidly. In between swallows, he speaks in a gentle voice, so quiet that you can barely hear his words. Hello, traveler. My name is Ilquix. May I be of some assistance to you?
Greetings. I would like to ask you some questions.
What did you want to know, my friend?
Who exactly are you?
I am but a humble man with a slight flowery poetical bent and a tendency toward the supernatural. I regret that I have none of my supplies here, or I should be most eager to teach you of the ways of power. Perhaps some later time?
Yes, I'd like that. For now, though, I have some other questions.
What did you want to know, friend?
What can you tell me about this place?
This place, the Smoldering Corpse Tavern, a fine establishment with a fine owner. Barkis is a true gentleman and ambitious to increase his standing to boot. These, I feel, are the most useful qualities in one can possess.
You know, we've been joking about our podcast listeners for a while now. Not joking about podcast listeners because we are also podcast listeners, but I actually still think that there's something to it, man. We should just go all in on the podcast listeners for this show. We will be the first let's play video game playthrough of a game that can be listened to without looking at it.
But then we have to describe what we see as well.
Well, let's think about it.
Yeah. Well, maybe just put it on there and see how it gets received. I'm very curious.
It's an idea.
Let's make it a pilot.
Yeah. We have
my stream is cutting, but it might be my laptop. So, it's.
I still see you on stream. Oh no, we're breaking up a bit. I see. What's that about? Oh man, why is that? It was working fine. Let's see. My CPU is at 31%. I'm not dropping any frames. Let's just Is it back right? I'm just going to quickly
Is the stream
reopen.
out for any of you in chat? Or isn't it?
Yeah, it seems to be choppy. It's weird.
Isn't good.
It's not good, no. No, cancel, refresh the stream. Wait, seems like we are offline. No, we're not offline.
Are we offline?
No, it just seemed that way.
Well, now it's running with. Just refresh your browser. Maybe there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, I can see us move. I can see us moving again. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's see how what happened here. Is everything back to normal? Seems to be.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Okay. They drive people. I've had some more questions.
What did you want to know, my friend?
What can you tell me of the patrons of this place?
Patrons of this tavern are many and varied. I've spoken with most and find them delightful, with the exception of those creatures of law. He gestures toward the pair of abishais sitting in the corner. They taint the air with their presence, lending an unwholesome stench to an otherwise pleasant environment. I recommend speaking to Barkis. I understand he requires some aid with a trifling matter. Then we have that O character. I'm still trying to understand him fully. It is quite an undertaking, if I say so. Those are the folk of interest here. The others? Well, perhaps I'm too discriminating.
Why do you despise creatures of law?
Aha, fine question, my friend. My upbringing has been on the chaotic side of the Great Ring. You may speak to Kendrian Hillborn, a misnomer if ever I've heard one, of the Plains. He fancies himself a great Planewalker. To return from my digression, I have lived my many years with chaos and find it pleasantly agreeable. To me, the taint of law, as in those creatures there, is reprehensible and tyrannical. If I am to be crushed underfoot, I'd rather it be by an individual than a machine that knows nothing of emotion. Well, interesting.
So,
up till now we've played quite lawfully.
So yes, but this might be a stupid question, but he's talking about the fiends, right? The creatures of law. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we've been warned about them before.
Yeah. So what you have noticed is that the planes resolve more about law and order than they resolve about good and evil.
Yeah.
Around good and evil.
Yeah. So what do you think? We can try and have a pleasant discussion with this fellow and say truthfully I disagree.
Yeah, I think so too, because we're playing quite lawfully. Right?
Yeah. True.
Okay, truth disagree. Ilquick smiles toothfully, his fat cheeks barely moving. To each his own, I say. Did you have more questions?
Yes.
So we might have skipped an option there, but I don't mind.
I'm just going to blurb. No, we didn't skip anything. Who's the birdie?
No, but maybe if we had said that we are truthfully a creature of chaos, we might have had another opportunity, but I don't want to do that.
No, that would be lying, Jasper.
Yeah, that's why.
So I asked him, who is that burning man? We already know.
That is the last unfortunate who chose to exercise his individual will without the strength to back up his desires. His name is Ignis, and he was a pyromaniac. He burned and didn't burn the right people, and wound up channeling more raw power than he could control. Now, well, you can see what became of him. If you wish to learn more of him, perhaps that poor creature Drusilla can help you.
So it seems choppy again, the stream, but I don't know.
I don't know if
it's still like I'm sending out the high. Yeah, it's only using 26% of my CPU at 60 frames, 0 dropped frames. So I have no idea where the choppiness comes from. Anywho, let's continue. I see it's like moving again, but it would be annoying if it has been choppy and then normal and then choppy and then normal.
I'm asking someone.
Although, as I remember from last time, the audio still moved through everything, even if our camera images didn't follow. So for our podcast listeners, they won't notice anything. I guess that's it, right? Nothing. Farewell. We're done talking to him. Okay.
Rocher thinks it's choppy as well, but he's recording as well. So not for sure. Let's just play, because we can keep going around, but then we will never end this scene.
No, it's true. So let's talk to... You wanna... I'm guessing that you wanna read Dakon, right? Dakon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do Odin.
Yeah.
You see a man standing stock still. He isn't moving a muscle. One closer examination, it appears that he isn't even breathing, just standing. His eye sockets are empty holes in his face. Contained within their bounds is a flat grey light that seems to dance with possibility. Looking into the sockets, the eerie empty feeling of a limitless void shimmers through you, as if you had gazed into a sliver of eternity. The head slowly swivels towards you. You notice that no muscles appear to move under his skin as he turns, and he speaks in a pure, bell-like tone. Well met, wanderer. Have you forgotten again, haven't you? Yeah.
Do you know me, stranger?
As he opens his mouth, you get the feeling of eternity again. Inside his mouth you see no tongue, no teeth. It's almost as if this man were a shell surrounding an illimitable expanse. I have spoken with you before, and always you forget. Your endless quest to discover yourself ends always in your amnesia. You draw close to the truth and recoil. Let us hope that you have the strength to endure your existence.
What do you know of me? How do you know this?
I know that you, like a fly, rise up from the wreckage of your old shell, buzz about for a time and curl up and die at the window of truth. You bumble around the pane, seeking the light without any plan to your actions, and fall exhausted when you fail. You alight on others to feed from them for a time, and move on with no regard to them. I have watched you. Come here and listen to your words, and watch you move away no wiser. Will you learn from your mistakes, seeker?
Who are you?
Yeah. Wait, there's no show more? No. Attack him? No. Who are you?
Yeah, right. I
am O. For some reason, when he speaks his name, it sounds like he's speaking of much more than a single letter, as if the speaking of his name contained untold possibilities and nuances. No human tongue could ever create such a sound.
What sort of a name is that?
It is my name. It is the name of a portion of eternity. I am a letter in the divine alphabet. Understanding me leads to understanding existence. I am a writ in the true names of half of everything. My being encompasses truth. I am mathematic, organic, metaphysic. So
what does that mean?
The divine alphabet is a writ in the name of everything that exists, from the seed at the hearts of the elemental planes to the core of the great beyond. My brothers and sisters, a single word translates into the two in your mind, and I reach across all that is, was, or ever shall be. We are thought and reality and concept and the unimaginable.
So, what are you doing here?
Hey, you don't want to know about...
What? Let's do 3.
Then that means you know all the secrets. Yeah, okay. Yeah?
That means you know all the secrets of existence, doesn't it?
Yeah, we need to read all the options out loud for podcast listeners.
Yeah.
I know parts of many of them without a connection to my brothers and sisters. I am but a letter, alone. I am a symbol. Combined, we are language and power. So you don't know.
Okay, so you don't know the secrets of existence?
I did not say that. A letter is still a powerful force, even on its own. Allow me to show you. He opens his mouth wider and wider still. The mask of his face tears around the eyes, mouth and nose, revealing that hint of eternity you glimpsed earlier. You are lost in it, adrift in it, a part of it. You return to your mundane senses and realize that O has vanished, yet somehow your horizons have expanded. Enlightenment has brushed you, however briefly, across the brow. That
It was indescribable. Hey!
bomb.
Nice!
Wow.
Bomb.
Wow. Ability score increase, man.
Whew.
That's sweet.
That's really sweet.
But we couldn't ask more questions. That's
Yeah, well, this is okay. So shall we do the con now?
yes. Here we go.
The man before you is old. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in any one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears sweep out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange shimmering blade is strapped across his back. The blade looks to be a two-pronged glaive, made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil on a pond.
Ignore the man. No. Greetings.
Farcical. The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. He stares through you, and for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead, flat black, mirroring the man's eyes.
Are you alright?
Hail, traveler.
He says nothing for a moment, merely searches your face with his eyes. Hail, traveler. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a great tree.
Your
Hail.
eyes of the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
Yeah, well, I'm even going to do that one anymore.
No. The man meets your gaze, his eyes burrowing into yours, his weapon drains of its black color. Resuming its shimmering you noticed before you spoke to him. Okay.
Option 1.
Yeah, you could say that.
Man's gaze does not waver from you. I am known as the Con. The emphasis he places on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me.
I do not know myself.
Yeah,
You are-
that's great.
Yeah.
That is for the best. In knowing yourself, there would be little in the plains left worth knowing. He falls silent for a moment, still studying you with his coal-black eyes. I would know why you have come to this city.
I'm looking for answers. I have many questions.
Speak your questions, I will hear you.
Your features are unfamiliar to me. What are you?
A gifserai.
A gifserai?
A gifserai is one of the people.
One of the people?
A gifserai.
This is like the babe with the power.
What power?
Yeah. What babe?
Power of voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo? The babe. Talking about the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Voodoo? Talking about
Power
the
of the
babe.
babe.
Yeah, the power of the babe. Wow, that's yeah. Amazing movie. Yes, but what are the Gifserai exactly?
Dagon is silent for a moment, then speaks. Our history does not need to be made known to you. We would bleed to death on time's blade before I recited the fraction.
Hello?
So, this will be such a beautiful conversation.
I don't need to know your histories, but I would know of your people as they are now.
Dagon is silent for a moment. Know this and accept it as an answer. We are the people who make our home upon the shifting plains of Limbo. With a deft motion, Dagon slips the blade from his back and holds it before him.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm going to turn off my telephone and the stream, so I can't see the stream anymore. But maybe it will help smooth things out a bit.
It looks stable on my screen right now. So.
Oh really? It has been choppy on my telephone the entire time. But
I just put it off. Let's see what it does.
Yeah, I put it off and I will ignore it. Wait, see what happens.
There we mold the matter of Limbo with our minds. We forge cities with our thoughts. As you watch a series of rippling waves of metal begin to roll forth from the center of the blade, the pitch and crest of the waves match the inflections in Dagon's voice. In its chaos we dwell, with only our knowing to preserve us. We are the Gifserai.
What is that blade you have? It moved, shifted in response to your voice.
It is a karach blade. It is an object that lets others know the rank of the wheel.
Karach? What does that mean?
On falls silent for a moment, as if searching for the correct words. In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their thoughts.
Shape it with their thoughts.
Karach is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It is a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface and in its edge. When one knows themselves, it is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is less water, formless and weak.
So it's basically a psi blade, right? Am I thinking of that correctly? Sort of?
No, because it's chaos matter, so it is matter.
Okay, it is
Right.
matter. Yeah, that's true. That's what
Yeah.
it said. Yeah. What rank does the blade signify?
We are never going to ask that first question.
No, we're not going to ask that first question.
The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerv. A Zerv is one who knows the words of the Zervimon. In knowing the words of Zervimon, they know themselves.
Zerthimon?
Zervimon founded our race. He knew the Grisserai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind.
What was that blade made of again?
Fall silent from Mount Everywhere.
Oh, yeah, but there was one... I thought there was an
I
option.
think we have to go to 3 now. Dan ze doorgaan.
3, option 3. Oh, you just... Or do you want to do them in order?
Yeah.
Okay. What can you tell me about the city?
It is known by the name Sigil among the people. It is known as a city that does not know itself.
It does not know itself? What do you mean?
The city exists, but it does not know itself. In not knowing itself, its existence is flawed.
How is it flawed?
The city exists in opposition to itself. It has set itself apart from the planes, yet it seeks to be everywhere at once. Its walls are doors, yet it keeps these doors locked. Such an existence tells of a thing that does not know itself. In not knowing itself, it is flawed. Oké. 3 en 4 zijn duidelijk opties die we hebben die...
Yeah. You're talking Dutch, yeah.
Oh, dang. 3 and 4 are definitely the options we have to choose from.
Yeah. And they're probably... So... What if the city is not flawed? A thing does not need to be ordered and have a purpose to know itself. What if these contradictions are strengths that you cannot see? What if the city is not flawed and you just don't know the reasons for its contradictions? There is order in everything. Perhaps there is an underlying pattern that you do not perceive. So both...
Four seems to be the more pronounced one.
Yeah. You speak as if this is... Yeah, let's take 4. It's my lucky number anyway.
To your question, a question. What if the city is flawed and you see its contradictions all around you?
To your question, a question. Can the city's existence flawed? You have accepted this rather than explore the possibility that something
For the
greater...
podcast, Michel, for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm just reading the option before I'm actually going to read it.
Yeah.
To see what we're going to choose. But we're definitely going to choose this one, right? Yeah. Truth. To your question, a question. You claim this city's existence is flawed. You have accepted this rather than explore the possibility that something greater may exist. That suggests that you are flawed and that you do not search for knowledge, but only for a convenient answer.
Let's break in.
Yeah.
A controlled silent. There is no knowing the answer to the questions we have asked, yet the city exists. That is all.
Yet I would maintain that we know ourselves by the questions we ask, and the ones we do not. If we cease asking questions and accept only what we can perceive.
Yet, then we will cease to know ourselves. The calm voice has changed slightly, becoming heavier. Such words have been spoken before. I have heard them and know them.
Where have you heard them?
Words are mine. Once I knew them and knew their meaning. I had forgotten them until you spoke. A con's gaze travels through you, and his blade stops shimmering, bleeding off all color until it's translucent. There's a moment of silence, then the con looks up at you. I would travel your path with you.
Yes.
Yes, so cool.
Yes. We should go to this screen.
You know that I'm nearly getting emotional right now, because
Wait,
this conversation is so great, you know? Layer upon layer, you don't even... well, I can follow somewhat, but it's very abstract, of course.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
It's really good. I'm going to the Jasper has joined the party screen because I think that we're almost... Once we accept, we gain a new party member, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah. So there are a lot of party members we can get in this game. There are a lot more than can possibly fill the slots.
Fair question. Is it like Pokemon that we have to collect them all?
Well, you can't collect them all. That's the thing I can already reveal about this game. Well, you can for a very short time collect them all, but
yeah, then we'll go into it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the game. Let's do this.
I will not tell you which character it is, but I once had this character which I found was so cool, and I literally had him in my party for 5 minutes, and then it ended badly. Let's just put it that way. That can happen.
Shall we just outright accept?
Of course we do.
I accept. An extra blade would be
Your
welcome.
path is mine.
Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes as if he was speaking from across a great distance.
Very well, let's go. Bam! Woo!
Endure, I hear your words.
There we go, Dakon, Fighter Mage. Strength 17, Intelligence 13, Wisdom 13. Thanks. Oh, he's alright. Armor class of 2, which is important, we found out. What can you do? Attack of 18. Alright. Weapon proficiency, edge weapons. 2 hit plus 2, open doors.
It's one weapon.
Yeah.
Put another one.
Okay. So if we go,
I think he will never need. I don't know. That's a supposition. In my game, he never wielded another one.
No. The Zerv Blade, the Chain Blade. On the Githzerai Hope plane of Limbo, solid matter is something of a rarity. Limbo itself is a soupy mass of elements, and only through force of will can the Githzerai shape those elements into stable matter. A substance called Karach is a material that can be shaped with the mind. Dakon's blade is composed of the substance, though mental discipline alone. Dakon maintains the integrity of the blade. He can shape it slightly depending on his skill, adjusting its length, sharpness of the edge. Presumably, as he gains levels, he may be able to manipulate the blade in new ways. It's not known whether all Githzerai's carry such weapons. Certainly a weapon that depends on the integrity of the wielder would be entrusted only to those who had learned to discipline themselves. This blade appears to have special religious significance for Dakon. Dakon has wound a series of parchments around the hilt of the blade. These appear to be mantras dedicated to Zerthamon. Alright, awesome.
He has 2 other items as well.
Correct. The Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. This small round stone is the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. The Unbroken Circle is a Zerth, a religious text containing teachings of Zerthamon, the founder of the Githzerai people. The circle is made up of a series of interlocking circles that fold out from one another. Depending on which branch the reader wishes to follow in the path of teachings, it is said that some Zervs spend years poring over the combinations of the plates, looking for new significance in teachings. Dakon seems to use the text as a means of focusing his spellcasting abilities, for he pores over the tablet occasionally, memorizing the words. We can actually press use. Will it do anything?
Yeah.
I'm scared of pressing use, but...
No worries.
The small round stone appears to be a religious text that Dakon carries. It's made up of a series of interlocking circles that fold out from one another. The complexity of the plates and the intricacy of their links prove the text was constructed by a master artisan. You can't figure out how to unlock the plates, however. Okay. Okay. It's like a puzzle box.
Yeah.
But we're too stupid right now.
We have to speak to him to gain further knowledge, but let's first explore.
The Whispering Flask. +2. Only usable by Githzerai. This container holds a peculiar powder called Whispering Motes, loose translation of the Gith expression, a form of healing powder commonly used by Githzerai on the plane of Limbo. When the stopper is pulled and the spice touched on the skin of a wounded person, the spice travels through the injured person's body, generating raw matter to fill up the holes in the physical form, no matter how small or large. In order for the spice to work, the user must concentrate on its healing effects. With the proper discipline, a practiced Gitsurai can even heal the greatest of wounds. In addition to its curative properties, it is also the element in several of their rites of passage. It is believed that the spice also fills in the holes in the person's psyche, removing doubts and giving them focus and purpose. Interesting.
Can we use that? Do we have to put it on the...
Oh, we can't use it. Can we use it like that? I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think you did it in the right way.
Hey, you want me to put it there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And now we have to look at the spells as well.
Yes, Mage Spellbook. So, none. D'accord. Reign of Anger. Zervalmon's teachings allow the channeling of anger into streams of unerring missiles that quickly strike those that oppose you. This spell summons a magical missile that strikes its target unerringly for 3 to 6 points of damage with no saving throw possible. In addition, the caster gains 1 extra missile for every 2 levels for a total of 5 missiles at level 9. So it's like a magic missile plus 2, it's 1d4 plus 2 instead of 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Cool, eh?
Was that?
Yeah.
It's just a more powerful magic missile, basically.
Yeah.
Submerge the will. When the will is submerged, new strength is gained, the strength to endure and protect against adversity. With knowing, the teachings of the third circle of Zerthamon comes greater protection against all forms of attacks. When cast, a magical orb of protective energy rises and protects the recipient from attacks from all directions. It bestows an AC 2 against all attacks and a +1 to saving throws for 12 seconds. Times the level of the caster. Per level of the caster. Alright, cool. So that's like a armor shield. And this, sorry, so this is memorized, yeah, and this is the known. So he also knows Scripture of Steel, one of the earliest teachings of Zerthamon. The incantation reflects what knowing that flesh yields to steel achieves, bestowing a greater advantage to strike and the strength to resist damage. Scripture of Steel grants +1 to hit and a +1 to saving throws to all creatures that are friendly to the caster in 70 feet radius from the casting point. Sort of a bless effect.
Pretty good.
Yeah, Vilcor's eye is branded upon the one who is foolish enough to cross the caster. Vilcor's short-sightedness becomes the target's vision, and soon the world is muddled in dark. If the target's creature fails its saving throw at the -1 penalty, the creature will be struck with blindness and suffer a -4 penalty to its attacks and a +4 penalty to the target's AC. That's really nice. Okay. Alright, so that's some nice spells you got there.
I think we have second level spells as well, right?
Do we? Ermagerd, the power of one. Area of effect, person touched. And for Gith, the warrior queen, came the knowing of oneself. And from the knowing came the immense power. This spell increases the target's strength score by a certain number of points, which will still be qualified by race class restrictions. The spell cannot bestow a strength of 21 or greater. The bonus is as follows. Cool. 1d8 +1. Yeah, so that's strength. Yeah. I remember that spell. I think that in our own 2nd edition campaign, our mage Grundurk cast that spell quite a few times on me, the warrior. Strive McCannon of the Clan McCannon.
So we have a new member to the party.
We have a new party member.
So, and we have 2 people to talk with still.
Well, we have the Mercy...
We will be spending our whole session in this step.
Yeah, we have Mercy Killer patrons and we have the Fiends.
Do we dare speak to the Fiends?
I don't know, actually. Like they're making it quite clear that probably we shouldn't even talk to them. Right?
Will we save the game?
Well, we discussed that. We probably wouldn't, right?
But we haven't made a save game anyway.
Okay,
right?
now we can save the game. Okay, sure.
Yeah,
New
make one
save. This is PP 005, the Smoldering Corpse. Save. Alright, we are saved. Let's talk to the Mercy
How
Killer.
are you going to talk to them anyway? Right? Oh, maybe
Okay,
not
let's
today.
talk to the fiends.
Yeah.
You see a scaled fiend who looks very similar to the one standing next to him. In addition to the pierced left ears, both are black-hued and reptilian, with bat wings tucked against themselves. This one is missing a tooth on its right side. Ah, Tigerin, it says. Our old friend has returned to pay us a visit.
Oh.
So he has, Ethelgrin, so he has. Yet his eyes do not gleam as once they did. What do you suppose brings him back to us? What does you bring back to us, friend? It's you, man. You're the hero.
Who are you?
Ethelgrin, time has robbed our companion's memory. You honestly do not recall us, do you? Truly, I am aggrieved.
What?
As I am, Tigerin, truly aggrieved, yet I rest easy. It has, after all, been many hundreds of years, and we know how the minds of mortals tends to dissipate with age.
Hundreds of years. Okay.
Ah, well spoken, old friend. We are a pair of Abishai on leave from our current assignments in Bator. I am Tigerin the Thrice Damned, so named for my ability to find the best in every situation. This is Ethelgrin, who has earned himself no special name, though not for a lack of trying. I switched the names around already within the first 3 pieces of conversation. Anyway.
Lack of trying? What do you mean?
Ethelgrin ignores you as it responds to its companion. And once again, Tigerin, you have cut straight to the truth of the matter. Though perhaps it is best not to have earned this sort of notice, one bearing the name Thrice Damned must surely have incurred.
I have some questions. Sorry.
Morty whispers to you. Boss, I do not like this. They are not supposed to be here. The blood war hasn't kicked the Celestials' asses bad enough to have any fiend go that can go for law. They want something. Tread carefully. In the meantime, Tigerin continues to respond to its companion. In its turn, Tigerin ignores you as it replies to its comrade. Once again, and I maintain that any notice is better than no notice at all. The Abishai turns back to you. Old friend, does this answer your questions as to our identities?
I suppose it will have to. I have some other questions. What are you doing?
Some other questions. Perhaps we have answers. We are certainly eager to aid you, old friend.
What are you doing?
What are we doing? Why is it not perfectly clear, old friend? We are on leave from our beloved assignment, taking for ourselves some much-needed rest and perhaps inducing some additional recruitment for our glorious cause. Our superiors fully support our presence, to be sure. In a more immediate sense, we are taking our entertainment in this delightful establishment, and, of course, we are celebrating the return of our old friend. However, the stench of the breezes, which occasionally waft the scent of goodness in the door, debases us somewhat, leaving us physically, mentally, and spiritually weaker. Fortunately, the air in the ward of the city carries a delicious tang of pain and supplication, wouldn't you agree? Again, the fiend smiles broadly at you.
I had some other questions.
Some questions.
Tell me about fiends.
As we see it, there are two kinds of fiends. Those who are correct and those who are not. Our side, that of Batezu, is correct. The other side, that of the cursed, hated, chaotic Tanari, is incorrect and must be exterminated.
Exterminate?
Yeah. We hold the Tanari directly responsible for the Blood War. Were it not for them, we could have settled the lower planes in peace and wouldn't have all the bother of fighting this wretched war. Nor would the unfortunate spillovers into other planes be such a cause for concern among the namby-bambying do-gooders. The Tanari are directly to blame for the multiverse's sad state of affairs.
That's not really what I was asking. I wanted to know what differentiates you from them.
The fiend pauses for a moment and then brightens. Ah, yes, you see, we represent law and order. Those who break the law must be punished. If we have no law, we have only anarchy, and surely you can see that what anarchy has done for the Abyss. It has spawned horrors beyond imagining. Any excesses the Batezu state may have indulged in are simply to counter the rising tide of chaos represented by the Tanari. We mean no harm to anyone. We just prefer to understand where the boundaries are.
I see. I have some other questions.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this place? Shall we do that one as well? Let's just do it. What is this place?
This is the Smoldering Corpse Tavern, one of the more entertaining taverns your kind has seen fit to erect in this city. The poetic justice of the burning fellow at the front of the establishment is really quite a fine touch. Was there something else you wished to ask?
Yes, I had some other questions. Do you know a collector named Farod?
Farod, I have heard that name. Is he not a sage of some sort, a necromancer, or is he a diviner of rubbish? I have heard of him, friend, but do not have the pleasure of his company. Perhaps one of the other patrons here can help you.
Perhaps. I have some other questions. I'm looking for a journal.
I keep no journals, friend, and I counsel that you should not either. Ask my dear comrade Tagarin why, and you shall receive enlightenment.
Very well, Tagarin. Why should I not keep a journal?
Because, friend, it is easy to make the mistake of committing a true word to posterity, and easier still for someone you once trusted. And here he shoots a glance full of venom at Ethelgrin. To find that word and use it against you. Indeed, it can even lead to actions tantamount to desertion. Leaving or losing a journal can cost you your very existence.
I see. Farewell. Okay, so that...
Boss, I'm sure that that these Burks ain't up to the up and up. Sounds to me like they deserted it. Like they're looking for some angle that'll elevate their status to Bator. You don't want to be talking to them, boss. You don't want to know what game they're playing, and you could get burned. Literally.
Alright, Martin. Just a few more questions for these two.
Why, is that a floating skull I see? There's a lovely sweet scent of Batorian decay about you, my pretty. Perhaps we should discuss this later. The Abishai returns its attention to you. Now then, you said you had some questions.
No, farewell. Maybe later?
Yep.
So now the Mercy Killers, and then we go and go...
I love doing their voices, especially Tegrin.
Nice.
I really like Tegrin. I don't know where it came from, but yeah, the Mercy Killer patrons.
You're doing some great voice acting.
You go.
An armored behemoth. This man is huge. He also seems to have a very keen eye. It misses nothing that transpires around him. It also seems that he has no interest in speaking to you.
Hello?
The man stares at you as if you were some form of bug. He stares at you, blinking slowly. He turns his head, then, dismissing you without speaking a word.
Hello?
You hear a subterranean rumble beginning deep in the man's chest. He lightly strokes his weapon and stares at you with renewed interest.
If that's the way you want to be, farewell.
Okay, so that was pretty short.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I want to go outside. Oh,
I feel like going outside as well, but I can't say that I'm not having. I can't say that I'm not having fun. So the game is achieving its purpose, even though we spent 2 hours in the same inn.
Yeah. You see a grizzled burly man in spiked armor. He eyes you coolly and slowly up and down, evaluating you. He pauses for a time on your face, almost as if it jogs a memory somehow. He sighs then and says, "Can I help you? Can I help you with something, friend?"
Who are you?
Me? I'm Tarner.
What's with the outfit?
It's a uniform of a kind. We're the Red Death, Mercy Killers. We're the justice folks. Someone commits a crime, we bring him to justice. We right wrongs too. You want to know more? Go talk to one of the recruiters.
Fair enough. Answer some questions for me, will you?
What do you want to know?
Did you recognize me?
I thought I did, but those pictures are centuries out of date, and the suspected to be dead by now. Of course, these are the planes, and stranger things have happened. Still, if you're the fella I'm thinking of, it looks like you've served your sentence by means of pain.
What can you tell me about this person you're talking about?
Was a particular brutal criminal, from what I understand. This was, of course, centuries ago. Immense strength, they said, and enough anger to tear the head from a warrior. Not a sod to be messing with. Word is, he got himself surrounded by a Red Death patrol, escaped through a portal, and hasn't been seen since. He frowns, studying you. They have pictures of him. Take away some of the scars and you might be related to him. Probably not him, though.
Sounds like a nasty fellow. I had some questions about something else.
What do you want to know?
Who are your friends here?
They're Caleb and Ilsidon. Caleb's the new meat, a new recruit. Ilsidon is the muscle. I am the brains.
What are you doing here?
Waiting for a criminal. This'll be Caleb's first arrest. If the burg we're waiting for ever shows up.
Well, are you some kind of police force? Is that what your armor is? A uniform?
Done this one.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we don't like Farad, right? So...
No.
Why are you looking for him? And then I can say he stole stuff from us.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
True.
It's your turn, man. You're mercy.
You're looking for him, eh? From the tone of your voice, I'm betting it won't be for a quick drink down the local tavern either. See, I know for all of old. It's a slippery one. He is, and that'll be a time before we can pin something on him. Problem is, only a fanatic like Valor would crack the guy without even a shred of proof. That is all a long way of saying I don't know where the soul is. But you ought to know he's a suspect, and it won't do you any good to be seen with him.
Thanks for the advice. Can you answer something else for me?
What do you want to know? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Just do the thing. Or in the 60.
I see. Yeah. I'm
I've seen
looking
far
for.
too much on the mean streets of Sigil, friend. Yes, this journal was something spectacular. Chances are good I ain't seen it.
Tell me about this place if you would.
It's the Smoldering Corpse. Chances this place is full of portals and such, but then that's true of most anywhere in Sigil. Good cheap drinks, and if you don't mind the company of bubbers and fiends, it ain't a bad place to be. You want to know more about the place, talk to the bartender or something.
I understand. I'd like to know something else. Nothing for now. Farewell.
Farewell. Okay. So we have this door.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of open-ended questions that can be answered later, right?
This one functional door is now nailed shut and barred on the inside of inside to protect against thieves. Okay. Oh my god, did we do it? Did we finish?
No, we have to do the other Mercy Killer patron, the new recruit.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Bips.
Do ik the Mercy Killer weer? Should I do the Mercy Killer again?
Yeah, sure.
You see a lad who barely looks a day over 18. His face seems to betray some tension. Help you, Cutter?
Who are you?
I'm Caleb. I'm a Mercy Killer. I'm here with Tarner and Isolden to catch my first criminal.
What can you tell me about the Mercy Killers?
Well, I have to get used to saying that now, believe that justice is the most important thing in the existence. I believe that without justice there is no meaning, and without meaning we might as well just go off and kill ourselves. I don't want to kill myself, so I decided justice is the meaning. If you want to know more, you ought to ask one of the others two or find one of our recruiters. They'll talk your ear off.
I might do that. Answer some questions for me first, will you?
What do you want to know?
Who are your friends here?
They're the people who are here to make sure I don't follow up this assignment. Tarna's the older one. Isolden is the one who's here to make sure I do the job right and to give me support, if I need it. He swallows mostly. I hope I won't.
You'll be fine, I'm sure. Answer a couple of questions for me, will you? What can you tell me about this place?
This place is the Smoldering Corpse. I think they named it after the guy near the entry. It's a place where criminals and lowlifes hang out. Still, there are some cutters here who know what they are talking about. Some of them are those fiends, though, and I don't like to deal with them. I feel like they're staring right at my soul.
I understand. Can you answer me some other questions? It seems to me that they should be best friends, though. The Mercy Killers and the Fiends, as they're both quite into a law.
Yeah, but justice, I don't think justice is that lawful in this case.
No?
But I think
Alright.
in a way they well, they might, but I don't think the Mercy Killers are especially
Like
evil.
you can't have justice if you don't have any rules or laws, right?
No, I think they're more have more tendency towards lawful neutral.
The
than
Fiends,
lawful
you mean?
evil. No, the fiends are lawful
the Mercy
evil.
The Mercy Killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't they lawful good? Like,
No, they're not lawful good because they take justice in their own hands in a way.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know, that's the problem of the alignment system, right?
Yeah.
But it's
They aren't associated with any real alignment, but
no, for sure.
like Batesu, they can in a way not lie. They can circumvent the truth, but they cannot lie. That's in their nature, and they like doing things with contracts and playing the long game.
Yeah.
Where the Mercy Killers are more short-term goals. Although he remembered us from a couple of 100 years old picture, but maybe that's because he wanted to memorize anyone who could slip by him. But,
Yeah.
But maybe do the 6th one.
Yeah.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as I'm a new mercy killer, I'm supposed to bring a criminal to justice to show I can handle the field work. I decided I wanted to catch a killer, so we asked around and got told he was going to be here. Still haven't seen him though. I'm a little nervous to tell you the truth. If you'll excuse me, I really ought to get looking at the faces here again. He cranes his neck and looks around the bar.
Just like why aren't we getting the option like who are you looking for? But it does not. So we leave. We leave in. So now then, we did everything in the Smoldering Corpse Inn.
Yeah.
Are we actually going to leave this episode?
Yeah.
My God. Oh, can we rest? Let's rest and heal. Because we are wounded and rest party.
We can. That's good. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Says Dutch 20 Live. Well, we are fine.
Hey.
Dutch 20 Live. Howard, I think. We are nearing the end of our stream, I think. Maybe doing another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But we have been in this one Smoldering Corpse Tavern for the whole game. Which was fun because this game is so deep. For 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, we've been for this playthrough for this evening. We've been. We just stepped out.
This game. But you can watch it, of course. But the story is so great. We have gained the eye that we left here 15 years ago, and yeah, it's like normal.
We've spoken to some fiends. We've spoken with a Planewalker. We've spoken to Githarai, who actually joined our party, and
we talked to an existential being. Oh, we are being attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Wait. So we.
Concentrate.
Yeah. Sorry, we will die pretty soon, pretty fast.
We spoke to an existential creature that wrapped his mouth around his face and disappeared, and we gained a point of wisdom, so that's great. We just gained the con, gives Sarai, who has a blade that shapes itself because of the strength of his mind.
Let's do that. And you.
Are you attacking yourself? What?
No, I'm doing the will thing.
Oh, I thought you were doing the magic missile thing.
Balance
No.
in
Right?
all things.
Rain of Anger was magic missile. Submerge the will.
Oh. Okay, then it's okay.
I think I might have done it incorrectly. The Litany of Curses was the taunt, right?
Yeah.
So let's taunt him.
Since you seem to enjoy the game, but do you recommend it to others? Yes, I recommend it to others. It's the best game out there. It's a solid 10, and you have to get into the groove of it because it's a lot of text. But if you like text, then it's the best thing that you have ever seen. And the story is such a different experience than, for example, Baldur's Gate, because everything that you live through is somehow related to your main character. You have just one option for your main character, is the nameless one, which I found very disappointing until I realized what they did to make it interesting. So yeah, I can recommend it. It's an epic.
All right.
And I think that when it was released, it got a 9.5 out of 10, or a 5 out of 5. And at the same time, which was really strange, it stayed a bit obscured because of the more dominantly accepted Baldur's Gate.
I'm gone.
I'm used to this one. But
Well, that went pretty decent. No!
No.
Okay, mistakes were made.
Go.
Mistakes were made.
Done.
Huh? Sure, why not?
I shall serve.
Okay, so put Morty in the alley.
Yes. Loot first. Loot.
Balance,
Oh.
your will be done.
What?
Where is he coming from?
Done.
He ran away. He just came back.
Did you that?
Karak sings true. Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Hey, only move Morte.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing my best, man. We didn't do combat a lot, so I'm just getting. I have to get used to it.
You're doing great.
I hear your word.
It looks like Pillars of Eternity, and that's a great game too. But this has the second edition Dungeons and Dragons rule set, which I think is more comprehensive. I'm saying this about the second edition D&D than the Pillars of Eternity ones is, because I like Pillars of Eternity, but what I dislike about that game is that I sometimes feel that I don't understand
What's up?
how the numbers work. I don't know if you recognize this, maybe I'm just a bit
Sure, why not?
stupid. Could be, but I doubt it
will
though.
hear you.
Yeah. This is a very comprehensive game, let's put it like that. Oh, another one. Man,
Why they keep coming? What happened? Is it
yes, I'm looking forward to the new Baldur's Gate game. I think that will be an
Baldur's-
epic as well.
the new Baldur's Gate game?
New
will
level
be
of Dungeons
amazing.
and Dragons experience.
So how is the stream for him?
Good as done.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how's the stream? Is it...
With some lag and some
Fluid?
choppiness.
All right.
we had some difficulties
Sure,
with the
why
stream
not?
earlier
What's
on.
up? Okay.
Balai shall serve.
I'm gone.
All right. So
Can we save now or not?
oh, we can save. Yeah. You want to save?
The stream is a bit on the quiet side. Do you mean the sounds of the games? Or our talking?
I'm gone.
Inventory.
Both. Okay. So we are not that loud, Michel? Could be louder. Let's say.
Yeah, I'll bump it up. So we are not loud in general, like the entire stream, or just our voices in comparison to the music.
No, they're both a bit softer.
Yeah.
so
Okay. Yeah, that's
there might be imbalance, but on the soft side.
that's an OBS thing, because we are sending our output at a certain level. For the YouTube videos, I always, because I'm an audio engineer, I usually master that. So on YouTube it will be fine. But this is all we can
Hopefully
do.
you can put it a bit louder.
No, the mics and everything we are sending out at maximum on OBS.
No, I mean the alert can.
Oh yeah,
bit,
yeah.
louder. So
But yeah, the streams in general are a bit quieter. I always master them so the total volume gets a bit maximized. I maximize the audio. All right.
well, you're well known with Twitch, so yeah, I sometimes have the same problem by watching other Twitch streams. I always get why that happens.
What? Sorry.
No, it's against Dutch 20 Live. So
Yes.
did you arrange everything in the way you wanted it?
Pips. Well, I mean, arrange the way that I want. I want to have a little bit of space, and I don't feel like going through our inventory right now. Where can we heal up, Jasper? How do you heal up in this game? Because resting didn't do it. So it happens over time.
No, we have to cast healing spells, but we don't have any.
No,
So
not.
well, no, you can rest until healed,
Oh, really?
but you have to put on that activate that option. I think in the option menu.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's a great alert, because we indeed want feedback on what we're doing. Well, let's see, we healed somewhat.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are full.
Oh, we are
Almost
full.
nearly
Oh,
full.
yeah, no, that's fine. Then. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh man. Oh, there they come again.
Oh.
What's the
Man,
word, Chief?
what?
Done. It is
Why?
your will
Though? Why?
to be
Where
done.
are they?
Did you see that?
We
Like-
heal over time, so we don't have to really.
What did we do to piss them off?
We
Endure.
came outside.
In enduring, grow strong.
Okay.
Another one?
Okay.
Karak sings true.
Okay. Well, the con did 20 damage.
I hear
That's
your
so good.
words. Damn.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's 65 experience points per thingy.
I'm gone.
Yeah,
We-
it's great for
Done.
our experience, of course, but.
All right.
And
Kill a
uh,
couple of hundreds of them before we go level up.
I will.
I'm more interested in the coppers, but
Yes.
what I'm even more interested in is where can we sell? Yeah, we talked to him already. So can we leave the hive and go back to...
Let's check the map. The hive, the small fells, the 2 parlor. We've been there. We've been there. We've seen all this stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So to the left on the screen, is that another exit or?
That's difficult to
Okay.
see.
All right.
This one, you mean?
Yeah, I think it's an exit, but we have to haven't mapped it yet.
Okay, let's check it out.
Oh, move. Okay. Get triggered there.
Hmm?
Oh, you went next to some other fucks. Yeah, I think you can leave there, right?
Yeah.
It's a gate, right?
Oh, no. Down here?
Yeah. To the left.
I clicked on it, nothing happened. Oh, sorry, yes. This is a humongous gate. We actually we go into a new part of the city.
Oh. Another part of still the hive though. Southwestern hive then. Yeah.
All right.
Are we closing
Hey.
in on... Hey, there's a gitserai here. Wait,
I will hear you.
what's this? Why? Oh yeah, I know how I did that. Lock view on character, turn it off.
I shall
Where's this
serve.
gipserij?
Hmm? It was a gitserai.
I'm
but
gone.
It's
Walked out of the screen.
yeah.
Well,
There's a fiend.
nice of you to come by,
Yeah.
Howard.
I can't see chat while I'm playing. But
I'll just
thank you for joining in the even for a short while. I'm squinting my eyes and I can tell you why, because the screen is getting dark as it's night here, or as they say, what was it? Low peak, high peak? I don't know.
Anti-peak?
Anti-peak. I'm just running a circle just to get a view of the... I see a lot of super interesting stuff. And I'm just running
Watch, thank you. Yeah.
in a circle to...
Then you take a look at the map at what we've
Yes.
crossed.
So, the Office of Vermin and Disease Control, we had a quest there. A hive dwelling, Breskin Skip, a hive dwelling, and the marketplace.
A marketplace.
The
A
marketplace.
marketplace.
You know what we can also do to finish this evening, Jasper?
And we do.
We can go back
I'm gone.
to where we started and go talk to the crazy woman who has been jumping through other planes
Well,
because
then you don't have to go this way, but okay.
oh, you can. Well, I don't know Sigil that well, so I think run, just no, wait,
To the
attack.
left, to the left.
No, attack. Yeah.
Balance in
Yeah,
all
I want to see you in the lobby as well. But I had some fun
We can take him.
there. It was a new experience. I like that, and I like the people that I hang out in the lobby.
Jasper, I don't know. I can't read the Discord, so if you can just
Yeah,
say
so
that.
he said, "Too bad I missed Jasper when he was in the lobby last time
enduring
on
growth.
this server, on this Discord." Server.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like it too. I try to say something there and meet people there every day.
This is probably the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Like I recently had a conversation about coriander and vegan meals and.
Yeah, I saw the end of that one, and I'm one of those people where coriander tastes like soap.
Oh.
So,
Wait.
yeah.
Wait. This is serious. We go to this screen for this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
Are you serious? Are you?
Yeah,
Are
and
you?
I can't do anything about it.
Are you one of those
I-
people?
Yeah, I'm one of those pieces.
Then let me tell you
Tastes like
that
soap.
I am very sorry for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, because coriander is the most amazing thing in the world. And to have this deficit where it tastes like soap is...
So wait, so you're in
Sorry,
the Torment adventure to call me out on this coriander deficiency that I'm having, and already feeling the brunt of the pain for not experiencing everything about. Man, I feel so sad right now. I don't know what to do.
It is the best thing ever, though.
Yeah.
It truly is. So where do we...
Oh, it's a proven fact that it tastes like soap for many people. It's
Well,
the
it's a
strange thing
gene.
about
It's a
coriander.
gene. It's a certain gene. People
Yeah.
have it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to look for the crazy bean descender. We have a
There she is.
Ingress. You see Ingress. She is huddled inside her cloak of dirty rags, her teeth chattering. She's glancing furtively about her, as if expecting to be attacked any moment.
Greetings, Ingress.
You? She squints at you. What is it you want me now? You want me to leave? Not leaving this city, so I'm not. I can't. Tried. It's not a city, it's a prison to everywhere.
Ingress, I found someone who can take you back to your home plane.
Ingress falls silent. I want to go. Want to leave this place.
His name is Kandrian. He should be along shortly to help you. Trust him, alright?
Ingress says nothing, merely nods quietly, her teeth chattering inside her mouth.
I'll go back and meet Kandrian at the Smoldering Corpse Bar and make sure everything turned out alright. Be strong, Ingress.
Updated my journal.
Alright, so we go back to the bar, we talk to Kandrian, and that's where we stop for the evening. Is there a shortcut?
Okay, we can do that.
Is there
no, the shortcut is this gate, but didn't we have another quest to finish in this district, or not?
I don't know. We had a bunch. We had the, but I don't feel like doing that right now. You want to do that?
Oh no, okay, that's good.
I thought I had the idea that you wanted to stop like in 10-15 minutes. So.
Yeah, that's true. Still have to go to work tomorrow, so. Oh no, we are here, right? Where are you going?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we are looking for the inn.
Quickly inside because before the thugs attack us.
The thugs.
Oh, cool. Thugs.
Yeah, the way you pronounced it, it almost seemed like something I needed to edit.
Oh yeah, okay. yeah. Yeah.
So, Kandrian, yes, here you are.
Kandrian stands as you approach him. The tooth woman wanted you to have these, he says, holding out his hand. She wanted to express her thanks, even out the balance book as it were, and be done with the damned things. In the palm of his hand are Ingress's dancing teeth, and he smoothly deposits them into your hand. Enjoy them, Seeker.
You know, we received an eye and some teeth this evening. I think we are slowly collecting an entire body.
Yeah, but who can use teeth? Give them to him now, please.
Who can use teeth?
Morty.
No, he has teeth, right?
Yeah.
He has a skull. It's like teeth is basically the only thing that he has.
Updated my
Yeah.
journal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we already asked all these questions. So,
Yeah.
we gained an item, which is probably teeth, and we gained 750 experience points. Let's look at our inventory. Ingris's teeth. This is a handful of Ingris's living teeth. Apparently, they didn't want to go with her back through the portal to her home plane. They rattle amongst themselves whenever they are held close together. They remind you of a bunch of creepy ivory hopping bugs. To change the teeth to a different type, select Use. The teeth may gain new options and abilities as Morty goes up in level. So it is actually weapons for Morty.
Yeah. Weapons for Morty.
That's
So,
amazing.
we should end with equipping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on. So what did they do? It's one.
You can use them to
It's 1 to 6 crushing damage, speed 4, proficiency fists. So use. Should we just try it? Does it randomly? You examine Ingris's teeth. You can shake their resemblance to ivory bugs. You get the feeling that they are looking at you expectantly, awaiting some command. I want you to do piercing damage. The teeth elongate into sharp fangs. Done.
how cool is that?
That is
Right.
amazing. That's amazing. 1 to 6 piercing damage. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I love this game. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he finally got some a new weapon, a new upgrade.
Yeah. So we finished. We ended up. So we started.
It is pretty sick.
we started in the
that's
smoldering.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
And it is pretty sick. So we also got this eye that the guy kept for 15 years, and to equip it, we had to pull out our own eyes, and the bartender cut it out of our socket. Then we inserted the other eye, and we got some memories back and gained proficiency points. That's how this game works, and all in a way that makes sense, you know.
It does make sense.
Yeah. Did you save?
Yes. I did. So let's go to this
Oh.
one. Let's go to this one.
End of stream then.
Wow. So we started in the Smoldering Corpse Inn. Spoken
We
with
ended in.
a lot of people in 2.5 hours. We've only talked, spoken with other people. Learned all about the planes, all about Sigil, all about the Blood War. Well, we didn't literally learn all, but we learned a lot. And we learned that for Jasper, coriander tastes like soap, which is also important. We've learned yet again that Jasper can do some pretty awesome voice reading.
You did quite well yourself, sir.
Well, I really like the Fiend one, but thank you.
Yeah, but the Fiend one was pretty cool. It was really nasty.
And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. We will just continue with this show and this game until we finished it, and that will probably be somewhere in
Couple
the
of years.
next 15 years. Probably. With the speed
Yeah.
we're playing it, in 15 years, we probably reach the end of this
Watch
game.
us on Twitch 4.0.
4.0?
Right?
What? Twitch 4.
Because in 15 years you have Twitch 4.0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't think they're like...
Or they, well...
Do you
that's
think they
not,
would? Do you think they would number it, or maybe?
I don't know.
It's probably
Maybe
Disney
it's,
then. Welcome.
Twitch 2025.
If you're watching this on Disney Twitch or on YouTube Disney, in 2035.
YouTube Disney.
Yeah, Yeah, Disney YouTube and Disney Twitch, because everything will be Disney owned by then. At least that's my hope.
And they finally have allowed swear words to be part of their curriculum. So by that time, we will certainly be swearing a lot because we can.
Probably
now,
Wizards of the Coast and everything will be Disney property as well. Can you imagine? It will be Disney and Dragons or Dungeons and Disney.
But by then, we own Disney. So.
11th edition. Dungeons and Disney. I don't know. What are we even talking about?
I don't know.
I was summarizing our session. So we started in the Smoldering Corpse Inn and we ended in the Smoldering Corpse Inn. We are doing it again. Yeah. And because I was Disney cast. Yeah, oh, sure. Yeah. Hey, let's be fair. If Disney called tomorrow and said we have a big stack of platinum for you if you sell us Voidcast Live. Not if it's Electrum pieces. They can shove off with your Electrum pieces. We'll take platinum or gold or coppers as they do in Sigil. Well,
would we be selling the product and then starting a new one, or? I don't know.
Depends on the amount of platinum, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. If they still want us on board, but well.
Nobody likes Electrum. No, I don't. I
have a difficulty with the coinage, but well, I understand it's strange, but
I have learned that it was an actual thing in the medieval times. Electrum was an actual thing that we used back in the day. Yeah.
It might have looked like a euro, with golden
that's where it's coming from.
In a circle of silver. Anyway.
No. It's like brass or it's like a composite metal. So it's made of, and they used it for.
It was gold and silver.
Gold and silver together. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So, but in these times, it's more illogical to have Electrum than it was in second edition, because then you had 10 coppers to a silver, 5 silvers to an Electrum, 2 Electrum to a gold, and 5 gold to a platinum. So there was a lot more of illogical progression between those things. Even in all my years of playing second edition, we never used Electrum. I never heard of Electrum until I read the 5th edition Player's Handbook, because I don't think it's in the 3rd edition either, right? It's not in 3.5.
No, it's only in 2nd and before.
Yeah, and now back in 5. Well, not really back in 5, because everyone who's reading it is like, what is this? What is this?
No single price is listed in Electrum. So that's strange as well.
Well, because even Wizards of the Coast is like, yeah, Electrum is just a joke to piss you people off.
Yeah, it was a hassle to convert.
It is a hassle to convert. So I read this on the international D&D Facebook group, the 5e Facebook group. They were discussing Electrum at one point, and there was one guy who had the funniest answer to what do you do with Electrum. And I can't remember exactly what it was, besides that it was really funny, but it was something
like... So you're going to say something that is nearly funny.
He used it as a sort of punishment, Electrum. So you get Electrum pieces, and that would be a sort of punishment in his world. And I really like that. So he was using it, but... Anyway, Who needs Electrum anyway? Nobody needs Electrum. We need...
I'm all for Electrum. I'm going to be the odd one out.
Well, there's no surprise there, Jasper.
That's true. I'm the one who doesn't like Thor Ragnarok, so just put that there.
Oh wow, you just had to bring that up, right?
Well, let's stop the stream.
No, I can't. I cannot stop the stream when somebody said he doesn't like Thor Ragnarok, because it is.
Sorry, I think you misheard. I said I don't like Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, well then it's fine.
Okay.
I've never heard of that, so. But Taika Waititi is a international treasure who No, never mind. I can talk about Taika
Blah, blah, blah.
for an hour. Then the show would last another hour.
He keeps laughing his ass off. Yeah, yeah. Can I say that? Yeah, I can.
Of course you can say ass. It's just a donkey.
And thank you for that. Means that I'm funny in a way, so it's a compliment, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Wow, and so modest, Jasper. He might have been laughing.
In a way. He
might have been laughing. He might
as well. But I think it's where we meet each other in the middle, where the fun stuff starts happening. Okay?
Jasper, can you please tell us what's happening tomorrow right on this Twitch channel right here, right now? Well, not right now, but tomorrow.
I have to stream again. No, I enjoy it. Yeah, we'll be doing Talking Void at 9 o'clock with my guest Roger. And how and why did your character die is the question that we'll be answering in that show. We'll be discussing the Precipice of Dreams, and we will be talking a lot about RPGs, mostly Dungeons and Dragons, but who knows? And because there are two DMs, me and Roger, the DM of the Precipice of Dreams, we will probably also talk about how we kill off our characters, which we don't ever do on purpose. I promise.
I'm going to send you mine as well. My major character death player that I played. So
I know that's a character death, and I think it's a good example of another kind of character death.
Because it was
different.
Yeah, it was a choice.
Yeah.
Choices were made. All right. Is there anything else? I just like hanging out with you as well, and with Dutch 20 Live.
Yeah, I always feel so relaxed when I'm doing this. We have done how many streams right now? Like 16? No, 19 plus 5, like 24 streams. And I'm totally relaxed by now doing them.
Yeah. Me too. I want to know what happened with my character specifically, because I'm not going to be in the episode, but I love talking about it.
I will mention your character death in the episode.
Yeah, I will write you a text, Jasper, to explain my side of the thing. I will send it to you through the magical portals of WhatsApp.
Intranetus. Oh, anyway, we have managed to talk 15 minutes past our show.
We always do that. We just stopped the show a bit earlier now. So then it's... Anyway, before we end, a word from our sponsors, who are again very absent because we don't have any sponsors. We're just sort of plowing through it ourselves. But we're having a lot of fun doing it and learning every episode that we do. But if you want to help us out, then please follow, like, subscribe, and be notified on all our major social media. So that's our Twitch, our YouTube, our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Discord. But also like to shout out to join the Dutch 20 Live or the Dutch 20 Discord, because an amazing community of over 1,700 members is gathering there right now, of people that are big fans of role-playing games in general. So that was a short shout out to Dutch 20, but also subscribe to the Voidcast Discord. Talk to us about our shows. We love to hear feedback and comments, and just love to talk and hang out with you guys. And with that said, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Caw-caw.
Caw-caw.